May I please, Lordship?
Yes, sir. What is the?
As per direction of this Honorable Court, my Lord, the second writ application filed by the workman is listed today, along with my writ application.
You are workman.
I am the
You are the
contractor.
management.
Contractor,
It's a industrial adjudication.
my Lord.
Section 10 or 2?
Section 10.
10 reference.
10 reference.
What is the ultimate award?
Awarded 2 lakhs. Awarded 2 lakhs.
Compensation in lieu of
In
reinstatement.
lieu of reinstatement, 2 lakhs, my Lord. My humble son before the Honorable Court, the workman is
So, ଏଇଟା ଆସିଥିଲା ଆଗରୁ
my Lord.
ଆମେ କଥା ହେଇଥିଲେ ଯେ କଣ ଆପଣ ପ୍ରପୋଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି?
My Lord, I am the contractor. I am the contractor. I am the contractor. Labor contractor. Outsourcing agency. He is working.
No. What is your answer to our query? It is only 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs.
If you admit, then 17B continues.
No, there is.
So why are you pursuing such litigation?
If he is reinstated, then the 17B is applicable here.
No.
My Lord.
No.
That is the law.
It's not. Yes, right. The 17B says wherever award of reinstatement, then this man will rotting in the street. If you stay this, you pay this without prejudice. Will consider ultimately.
My Lord, may I please, Lordship? The workman is claiming he service under the.
That has been denied. He says it is all total compensation 2 lakhs.
Now he has filed the writ application claiming his service under the government.
That will consider at appropriate stage. That's also a writ there. He is not satisfied with that 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs.
He is not interested to.
He wants reinstatement.
He
wants reinstatement. Therefore, if you don't press, then his case may be weakened.
So, Baral, if his writ petition is dismissed, your writ petition will be allowed. What sort of argument you are making with your experience and suppose we dismiss the petition? Suppose the petition filed by the workman is dismissed, writ petition. So the award goes.
No, my Lord.
So then what you are arguing, sir?
We are interested to take him case service, my Lord.
All right.
So can we record that you are interested and then dispose of?
My Lord,
so you pay.
We are interested to take him back in service.
Either you deposit the entire amount and get the stay.
My Lord.
Either you deposit the entire amount and get stay. Subject to without prejudice to both of you. So in your petition, he can also claim for enhancement.
It is
or
his
maybe
choice, he will take or not.
It is his choice.
He will take or not.
What he has filed, what plea he has raised, he has placed regulation as a class 3 employee or a class 4 employee or a class 2 employee, class 3 and 4 usually. How does it matter to you?
All right. Leave it.
I am interested to take him back in my service.
Right. Sorry. Admit further. And I call for the LCR in ID case number so and so. You are very intelligently not filed any interim application. Very intelligent.
I am filed my Lord.
Okay, this admission of the matter subject to deposit of the amount in grant by way of award in ID case number 17 of 17 before the registry of this court at least within a period of 1 month. Yes, next case, Lekha. There is also challenge of this very award by the management in WPC 111307 of 2023. This court already inclined to admit the WPC 11307 of 2023. As a consequence, this court is inclined to admit this writ petition also. LCR is already called for in WPC 11307 of 2023. Hearing ପାଇଁ ରହିବ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କଣ କରିବା admit ହେଇଯାଉ 23 ର matter ଅଛି ଏଇଟା 23 first case ଟାରେ କରିଦିଅ failure of deposit of the amount shall entail in automatic dismissal of the writ application. Further stop करेंगे further writ petition without reference to bench. Further, in the event there is failure deposit of the amount as directed herein above, the registry is directed to keep the amount in fixed deposit long term in any nationalized bank for benefit of fixed deposit. Fixed interest renewable, fixed deposit, highest interest, rider with rider renewable.
Automatic income.
No.
May I please, may I allowed to file counter today in the written?
What
The counter कौन sir हवो?
What counter in these proceedings?
You have heard, my lord, since beginning that we are not entertaining any pleadings here in a certiorari proceeding.
My lord.
आपण निजे evidence ये से आनिवा कथा. If you want to a final hearing, जेबे हवो.
My-
And no entertaining of counter in these matters. These are
my-
Mr. Acharya, you should not have. If you have heard Mr. Bara, you should not have filed this writ petition apart from enhancement. That was the hint given by my lord.
ये आगो फाइल कर दी अच्छा देखो ये काउंटर ब्लास्ट को फाइल कर दो
Item 5, Your Lordship, the petitioner is a workman, is challenging the order of the Law and Labor Code Bhubaneswar, where his prayer for
just 1 minute yes what was the dispute there?
Your Lordship, the petitioner has voluntarily resigned from his service, but Your Lordship, under claim of under 33C2 of ID Act, Your Lordship, there are some dues which are pending, but they are not dispersing his claim. But
So what was the nature of petition considered here?
Your Lordship, without going into merits of the case, only basing upon the preliminary issue,
What was the nature of application considered here? Is it 33(2)?
33C2, 33C2.
33C2?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Make it clear because this is not an award. So this is realization of admitted dues.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Is it based on any award?
No, Your Lordship, the petitioner has resigned from his service, but thereafter, while he resigned from his service, but he had some dues which are, but the management has not been disbursed. So, when he filed
So,
this
all right,
ID
all right.
case
Where were you employed?
in Chinmay Vidyalaya, Theruvali, Raigada.
Kendriya Vidyalaya?
Chinmay Vidyalaya, which is
Chinmay
managed
Vidyalaya.
and funded by INFA.
Chinmay Vidyalaya?
Yes, Your Lordship.
How a industrial dispute lies?
Your Lordship, that is coming under the, because he is a workman.
No, how he is a workman?
Your Lordship, he was a bus driver. His duty was conveying the children from hostel to school.
What industrial activity he was discharging? What industrial? We don't stand on your way in recovery.
Yes,
Question is jurisdiction
Yes, Your Lordship.
and maintainability of such proceeding in industrial adjudication. Have you examined? Then now the trial, the court says it has no jurisdiction.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Maybe he justified.
Your Lordship,
Why are you pursuing this litigation? You can go to civil court for recovery.
Your Lordship, but But this ID case has been rejected only upon the
Only on the ground of.
ground of preliminary issue.
Huh?
Your lordship, that is jurisdiction.
क्लेम करिवार थिला 42 लाख टका क्लेम करिवे आपण कोन मैक्सी कैब चलौतिले बस तो नथियो से
Full boss रे.
School
42 लाख टका हे परियो आज्ञा जणे 20 वर्ष रे भी चलेले 60 40 वर्ष आपण कैलकुलेशन शीट देखचंती जोटा लॉर्डशिप वाज आस्किंग यू टी देखिचन से कोन क्लेम करथले एटा सेट पे रिजेक्ट हो
Actually, say technical ground, it is not entertainable there. Where is the dues
Let the-
admitted?
your lordship, let
One.
that matter be
Number
decided
two.
on merit.
Number two.
जो
I am not-
आपण जो जत फैब्रिकेट करिया को चेष्टा करंती यू कांट सस्टेन आपणकर ओवर टाइम क्लेम आपण कले 2791 रु 29 इयर्स 7 मंथ्स द क्लेम इज टाइम बार्ड देखचंदी आपण लुकिंग एट मी व्हाट विल गेन मिस्टर
But your lordship, this
व्हाट योर लॉर्डशिप कोन आपणकर यू आर नॉट टू लुक एट योर ब्रीफ it's a privilege that you will not look at your brief, look at your claim.
your
You
lordship,
kindly look at page 8 what you have written, what your lordship कोन
without going into merits of the
how
case.
can they go for a 20 and 30 years claim on the face of it? You work up after 30 years, claimed 4 lakhs one. You are such a, I mean, such a
Highly
rich person.
disputed question of fact.
You are such a rich person. You could sustain with such an area. 41 lakhs upon a claim kale.
Proving is necessary, Mr. Counsel. It's not a simple adjudication by presiding officer. Therefore, he has rightly rejected. Had the submission of land counsel for the petitioner.
Your lordship,
Industrial
petitioner,
dispute raise करथिले की आपण बुझी पानो हिट
No,
आपण
any
जदि
state
जोटा
with
करू नाहंती तो कोर्ट पचारचंदी भाबिया कथा जे कोर्ट is asking some substance. The first question was what is the dispute, what is the claim? If it is a 33C2, then it has to be admitted dues. Your answer to yes, it is admitted, it has been determined and
Where
not
it
paid.
is admitted.
That you have to show. There, from there, your answer only it was clear that it is not a 33C2 dispute. Develop habit of doing some research, some reading, some pertinent submission.
Considering the grounds involved herein and looking to the reasoning of dismissal of the proceeding by the competent authority on the ground of disputed question of fact and serious dispute raised by the opponent in the claim of the petitioner further required to be adjudicated by a competent court of law. Further also on the jurisdictional aspect, this court finds there is reasonable finding requiring no interference of this court in such orders. This court clarifies, thus the writ petition is not entertainable, dismissed accordingly. However, this court clarifies the dismissal of present proceeding, taking out adjudication in the guise of ID miscase 31 of 21, may not stand on the way of the petitioner if he has any other mode available for adjudication of such disputes.
Item 6.
6, please. Before submission, my lord, I have a little give us in prayer. Instead of annexure 10 and 12, it is inadvertently 11 and 12. In prayer portion, instead of 10 and 11 annexures, improved order improved here, it is typed as 11 and 13. That means
To bring application
that's my
for correction. Petitioner on his own, counsel for the petitioner on his own submits, there has been certain discrepancies in the annexing of the documents and wants to cure the same. Let an appropriate application be filed within a period of, by end of this week, matter to be listed in orders along with any such application.
obliged.
For orders, item 7.
My lord, I entered appearance on 30th for the sole respondent wife.
Means paper publication filed for non-appeal.
ଆପଣ ଫାଇଲ କଲେ କେବେ କଲେ ତମ ସାର୍
30th ରେ କରିଥିଲି
Paper-
30th June
36
ଆସିନି ସେଟା
ନାଇଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତ ନୋଟିଂ ଅଲଗା ଅଛି Lordship,
Yes,
ଗୋଟେ
ଆପଣ-
crossing-
let a copy of the appeal memo be given.
paper publication କଣ ଫାଇଲ କରୁଛନ୍ତି? Where is the original paper?
ସିଏ ନା ସେମାନେ appellant
Where is the original paper?
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ 3 ସେଟ୍ ଫାଇଲ କରିବେ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ କଣ ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର କିଏ ୱିଦାଉଟ୍ ଆପ୍ରୁଭାଲ ଫାଇଲ ପବ୍ଲିଶ କରିଦେଲେ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରି ପଇସା
approval ହେଇଛି ମାନେ
ଜେରକ୍ସ କପି କେମିତି ହେଲା ତାହେଲେ ଅରିଜିନାଲ ସାଇଡ ଏଟା ଫାଷ୍ଟ କପି
Original କାଇଁ?
original copy ଟା ମିଳିପାରୁନି
Other side appear କରିଗଲେଣି ତ ଚଳିବ but you should nonetheless you should file the original. ତାପରେ ଇଏ କି ପେପର କୋଉଥିରେ ଆମେ କିଛି ପାଉନୁ ବାଟ ଅନୁଗୋଳ ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ 24 ଏପ୍ରିଲ କଣ ଏ ପେପର କଣ?
ସମାଜ
ସମାଜ ଆଚ୍ଛା all right. After the paper publication at the instance of the your husband,
yes my lord
a wife has already entered appearance. କାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଭୋକାଲତ କାଇଁ?
ସେଟା ଆସିନି ମୁଁ ଜେରକ୍ସ କରିଦେଇଛି ଗୋଟେ 30 ରେ ଆସିନଥିବ
କେବେ 30
36
Okay, it is stated by learned counsel that even though appearance memo on appearance, even the vokalatnama
Okay.
on behalf of the
respondent
wife is filed since 30th/6, same has not come on board. Registry to find out the same and resettle the appearance position by next date. Okay, admit ହେଇକି notice ହେଇଯାଇଛି ନା?
yes my lord
That's all. It has come for only declaration purpose.
କପି ଟା ଦେବେ
in the course of the I will supply the copy
Copy ଆପଣ ପାଇନାହାନ୍ତି?
ନାଇଁ
ଏଇ ଖାଲି paper publication
ହଁ, ହଁ।
ପଳେଇଲେ ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ as undertaken counsel for husband to serve one complete set of two complete set of brief on the counsel appearing for the wife by day after tomorrow.
yes my lord
କେବେକୁ ରହିଲା when it is posted
କେବେକୁ ରହିଲା?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
For the since party both since the wife wants a date, matter may be listed in the third working week, October 29, considering this is a matter of 22. ନେବେ date ନେବେ
ଏବଂ ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ କଣ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ସେଟଲ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି କରନ୍ତୁ ନହେଲେ ଏଠି ତ ସବୁ ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ହବ ସବୁ
Instruction ହେଇନି ଆଜ୍ଞା, ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ମତେ ଜଣେ
ତାର
ଓକିଲ
serial
ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
ଜଣେ
ଆସିବ,
ଓକିଲ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
ତ
ହଁ,
ସେଠି
ତେଣୁ
maximum
ଓକିଲଙ୍କୁ କାଉନସିଲିଂ କରନ୍ତୁ
ହଁ କରିବା ସେଇଟା
ତାପରେ କହିବେ ଆମେ ଜାଣିନୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ସେ କଣ
ହଁ,
କହୁଛନ୍ତି
ତମ
ଓକିଲ
କଥା।
ଯାଇ ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି
କରିକି affidavit file କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, there is already a decision of Supreme Court. ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଗ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ କିଛି କରିକିରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଆମ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ସରସାଇଜ କରିବୁ। ଆଉ you can't expect they will deliver judgment in matter every day 2 cases. Even ଗୋଟେ କେସରେ ବି deliver judgment ଗୋଟେ ଦିନରେ ହେଇପାରିବନି।
that is not possible also
Therefore
ବହୁତ
ଆଉ
ଗଣ୍ଡଗୋଳିଆ ଜିନିଷ
ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଦିନ ଆମର ଏଠି ଆସିଲାଣି 10ଟି ମାଟା ଏଠି ଆଡମିସନ ଅର୍ଡର୍ସ ଭିତରେ ତାପରେ ହିୟରିଂ ରେ ହଉଛି ଆଉ 8ଟି ମାଟା 18ଟା ମାଟା ଦିନକୁ ଆସିବ କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ଲାଗିବ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟକୁ ଗୋଟେ ବେଞ୍ଚରେ ସାରିବା ପାଇଁ ଏଣ୍ଡ କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ଲାଗିବ ଏ ପୃଥିବୀଟାକୁ ଧ୍ୱଂସ କରିଦବା ପାଇଁକା। As RSA, in the category of RSA, registry is permitted to convert the proceeding into a RSA and have further stamp reporting and placing the matter in appropriate court. ସେଇଟା ସେ ଯୋଉ ଫାଇଲ କରିଛି change of nomenclature move up into the company.
Accordingly, the amendment petition has to be filed.
Disposes the application.
My
This
lord,
disposes the IA 150 of 23.
ସେଟା ଆପଣ କେମିତି ଆମେଣ୍ଡେଡ ଫାଇଲ କରିବେ କଣ କରିବେ
Amendment
କରିବେ
କରିବେ।
ଠିକ ରେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେ ରେଲିଭେଣ୍ଟ ପେଜ ମେ ବି ଆପଣ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ
relevant section ଟା ଅଲଗା ହେଇଯିବ।
ଆରଏସଏ ଫର୍ମାଟ ଟା ବି ଅଲଗା ନା
ହଁ ସେକ୍ସନ ଟା ଅଲଗା ହେଇଯିବ ସେଟା
କୋର୍ଟ ଫିସ୍ ଆସିଛି
ସେଟା ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ମୁଁ ରେଡି ହେଇଯାଇଛି but
ୱାଇଫ ର
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଲୋର କୋର୍ଟ ରେ ୱାଇଫ ର ଆରଏଫଏ ଟା କାହାର ଥିଲା ସାର୍ Husband like exempted thibo.
husband.
ଏଇଠି କିଏ file
Husband ର
କରିଛି?
husband ରହିଲେ court fee ଦେବେ।
ଏଇଠି husband ହେଲେ court fee ଦବ। All right, ଦେଖିବା that is subject to
SR ଯାହା କରିବେ।
SR ଯାହା କରିବେ, comply those difficulties, deficiencies.
Yeah.
Yes. 10.
Item 10,
Your Honor. Only permitted to correct the nomenclature. Instead of
ଏଇଟା ବି
UAP,
UAP ହବ।
ଆପଣ
GUAP
ପିଟିସନ
ହବ।
ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କି ସାର୍? ପିଟିସନ
Guardian
ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି?
case ଟା କି? ଏଟା guardian case କି?
Watson grade. Guidance and Watson Act.
ହଁ, so GUAP ହବ। File କରିଛନ୍ତି application?
Application
Okay.
SR
This
package.
is an application for, oh, it is stay for the. ଦେବେ ଆମେ allow କରିଦବା। Yes, we find strength in the staff reporting observation. Requiring conversion of matter to GUAP. Counsel for the petitioner wants appropriate application to be filed within 7 days. 7 days time for filing the appropriate application. Let the application for conversion of the brief be filed by weekend. Matter may be listed in orders on Tuesday.
Oblige.
item 11,
Complete requisite file kale ki?
I have already filed your lordship.
हाँ सी तांकर तो सबुटी चारा आजकल सुविधा है गलानी तो okay, as stated, complete requisites have been already filed since
Today, lordship, today morning.
today. Okay, in course of days, register to find it and proceed accordingly. Find out and proceed accordingly. Any interim order there?
No, lordship.
Nine.
Notice, lordship,
Notice.
notice.
କାହିଁକି incomplete requisites file ହଉଛି ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ର କାହିଁ 5 ମିନିଟ ସମୟ ନଷ୍ଟ ହବ?
Sorry, my lord, I have misunderstood that.
ହବ
Sorry, my lord, extremely sorry.
inefficient clerk. ହଁ ପୁଣି ସମ୍ବଲପୁର ଯାଇ ଆପଣ ଆର୍ଗ୍ୟୁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। Yes, next.
for admission item 12,
Item 12, no, 1 week time to file, to prepare.
2016 matter, sorry, we can't adjourn.
For the last.
Sorry.
One pass over, one pass over. One pass over.
You will not argue?
my lord,
ହଁ ଆଇଲେଣି ତ ଛାଡି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। Yes, argue. There are two appeals.
My lord, two appeal, my lord.
Hmm.
One petition was filed by
Please
the
try to
husband.
be on mic. ଆମେ କାଲିଠୁ ବାହାରକୁ କହିଲୁଣି ଗୋଟେ ଡେଟ୍ ଚାର୍ଟ ଦବା ପାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କାହିଁ ଡେଟ୍ ଚାର୍ଟ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି? Why you compel us in entering into handwriting notings?
I'll give him, my
It's
lord.
a appeal. Certain
Well-
dates are relevant or
Yes,
not.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Why, what is the first appeal?
My lord,
Matta
first
16
appeal,
and
my lord,
19. 16 is the first appeal.
my lord, both the my lord, petitions were decided in one common judgment, my lord. One petition was filed by husband for divorce, my lord.
Husband for divorce.
Divorce.
Registered. First copy the document.
Item 13.
I'm sorry, my lord. My lord, I first beg apology for not being able to prepare the date chart and the, because I'm told yesterday lordship told.
Nine, date chart nine.
Nine date chart nine,
Nahi,
but
tale
one
anuntu, date chart anuntu tapore progress karibe.
only one thing, lordship, by 10th, on 10th May 2013, in course of hearing of the appeal, the Honorable Court, Court number 1 had directed for appearance of the parties so that if there can be scope of compromise and all that.
What
But
is your
the
personal endeavor?
personal endeavor, my lord, it has been that petitioner is not able agreeing to keep it because of the reasons. Thereafter, my lord, on 3 occasions.
No, your personal endeavor.
Personal endeavor, my lord, now
No union.
no union.
Then why you leave that fast to us?
She is interested for reunion, my lord.
Huh?
She is interested for reunion, not
You are
separate.
interested, see, he is not
No,
interested.
my lord, the situation
my
of bad
lord.
blood has flown between the parties and it has gone beyond
Here
repair.
the divorce has been allowed.
No,
No.
divorce has been rejected.
Rejected.
And I will. Two grounds, my lord. The petition.
What is the position of parties?
Position of party, the petitioner is a retired person. Retirement, he was worked as employee without having any pension retirement benefit. He is retired, and 4 months back he had only undergone bypass surgery, and he's only eligible. Even during that time also, the wife did not. Though she sent message through her through his brother-in-law, but she didn't attend even bypass surgery. Also, she had to undergo the entire thing alone. So but I'll rely on the judgment of this Honorable Court as well as the latest
bypass
judgment.
visitors are not allowed.
Sorry, my lord.
In a intensive cardiac care unit, no visitors are allowed.
No, I know. I have
So this
undergone
kind of
bypass
argument
surgery.
by lawyer.
No, my lord. I have undergone bypass surgery, so I know. But outside the it is necessary because outside the necessary. And
I entered once, but with all support of the doctor, I have only entered once, so I should not have also. So highly protective environment, highly sanitized, and so you know that.
I know.
So when then you yourself know it.
I know.
You could not have.
But outside, I
Then we have checked the CCTV and she was not there standing outside.
But outside my
Those are
brother
not
is there.
issues.
My
Those
other
are not
relatives are there. So I get the mental.
The brother-in-law who informed is he has played foul. He should have said yes, she must have.
I do not. I
He
do
would have
not.
brought the truth.
Come to him, but he alleged that
One thing, Mr. Mishra, one thing shocking us. There is a lot of struggle by husband or the wife for divorce without thinking the consequence other side. So if it is possible to grant divorce and not to see the protection of the other side, therefore time has come to give a diversion to these cases. Once divorce is there should be permanent alimony.
Well, permanent alimony is
So
without permanent
talk
alimony.
with your client. Talk with your client.
Without permanent alimony, divorce cannot be granted. That is true. That I 100%.
If it is irretrievable breakdown,
Yes, my lord, it will break down and
then let there be resolution of the dispute for all time to come between
yes,
the
my lord,
parties.
that will be made sufficient.
Divorce allow kar do, chhad do.
That will be because
What is this?
your lordship must have read that latest Supreme Court judgment which is referred to a larger bench. Their lordships have also confirmed because there are a series of judgments wherein, of course, in the exercise of power under Article 142, but one judgment I have got wherein the Honorable Supreme Court said that High Court should have looked into the matter and should have granted divorce. And there is judgment of this Honorable Court also. There is a division bench judgment of this Honorable Court also that if marriage irretrievable, divorce should be granted. Permanent alimony because she doesn't work, she is a housewife, and
She may
permanent
not be
alimony is a
requiring.
must.
But once divorce is granted, this chapter is closed. So why should the other party be forced to rather go for permanent alimony again?
No.
So therefore, let us end the litigation here. That
Yes,
will be
that-
multiplicity of
Yes,
litigation again.
that's what I.
ସିଏ ସେଠୁ
also
ଅନେକ ସମୟରେ ପିଟିସନ ଫାଇଲ କରିବ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି କୋର୍ଟରେ आज्ञा मोर ऑपरेशन तो हबो हस्बैंड पैसा दो dictated this
Immediately.
the wife started the counsel started saying sir I may be permitted to withdraw.
No, that is within my, but I said the permanent element is a must. I
He
never say
said,
that.
living apart my learned brother I am dangerous.
Permanent element is a must.
Dangerous.
That is true.
See,
Because law is that big borough still maintain the wife. That is the fundamental law
therefore,
till now.
we are calling this 3 weeks after, give you sufficient time. You also consider, madam, the fate of the wife in such situation. Is there's no age of conciliating. ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ମନ ମିଶେଇବାର ସମ୍ଭାବନା ନାହିଁ ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ପରିସ୍ଥିତିରେ both sides.
Yes.
And we get into judgment. If
I will
necessary,
try,
joint
but
affidavit file.
she did not agree, my lord. I will try, but she did
Madam,
not agree.
just see the age of litigation and what
she
fell
said
from
that-
my lord philosophically rather.
My lord, she said
Iyon
that-
jaga gote pada बढ़ेଇ सारलेडी.
କୌଣସି ଆଉ ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିମୋନିଆଲ ମ୍ୟାଟରରେ ଫାଇନାଲ ଆଉଟକମ୍ ହେଇଛି କି
ଖାଲି maintenance ଟା ହେଇଛି।
ଫାଇନାଲ ଆଉଟକମ୍ ହେଇଛି କି ଓଡିଆରେ କହୁଛି
ହଁ
କୌଣସି ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିମୋନିଆଲ ମ୍ୟାଟରରେ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀଙ୍କର ବୁଝାମଣା ହେଇକିରି ଆଫିଡେଭିଟ ଆସି କ୍ଲୋଜ ହେଇପାରିବ କି ହେଲା ନାଇଁ ତାହେଲେ ଆଉ ସବୁ ଗଲା ପୁଣି ଆଉ ଥରେ ଦିଦିଟା ହେଇ ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକ ରେ ଆସିବ
এটা শর্ট ম্যাটার
My lord,
Short
item
matter.
17.
ହଁ
সেটা ছোট ম্যাটারটা সেটা রেস্ট্রিকশন অফ
ମ୍ୟାଟର ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିମୋନିଆଲ ମ୍ୟାଟର ତ
ରେଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ସନ ଅଫ କଞ୍ଜୁଗାଲ
କୋଉ
ହେଇକି
ସ୍ୱାମୀ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀକୁ ଛାଡୁନି କି ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ସ୍ୱାମୀକୁ ଛାଡୁନି
My lord, item 17, my lord.
17 କଣ or permitted to withdraw
କାଲି ଆସିବ
ସ୍ୱାମୀ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଦି ଜଣ ଯାକ କେହି କାହା ସହିତ ପଡୁନି ଆଉ କେହି ରହିବାକୁ
22 ମ୍ୟାଟର ଆଉଟ ଅଫ
Hearing ହବ
ଲିଷ୍ଟ
judgment ହବ. କଣ 2022 ମ୍ୟାଟର ମେନସନ କଲେ କାଲି 2016 ମେନସନ
ସବୁ ଆଉଟ ଅଫ ଲିଷ୍ଟ କରିଦିଅ
ଛୋଟିଆ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଟା ନେଇ ହବନି
ହେଲା 22 ମ୍ୟାଟର ଲିଷ୍ଟ କରିବନି 22 23 ମ୍ୟାଟର unless there is compromise petition don't list these matters let us finish up to 17 18 at least ତାପରେ ଯାହା କରିବା
ମାନେ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟିଆ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଟା
ହଁ ये ରିଟ୍ ପିଟିସନ କଣ ପାଇଁ
ମାନେ ଏଇ ଛୋଟିଆ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଟା ନେଇ ହବ Lord, I'm sorry.
କୋଡ଼ିଏ ନମ୍ବର Mr. Mahanti, we have made our mind clear. From the morning, we are only on this difference between the husband and wife. So let the bar help us in not puzzling our mind.
ଛୋଟିଆ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଟା ଏଥିରେ ହେଇଛି
ଆସିବ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ 16 17 ମ୍ୟାଟର ସାରିଦଉ ଆମେ କିଛି 16 17 ସାରିଦେଲା ପରେ 18 ସାରିଲା ପରେ ଏଗୁଡାକୁ ଆସିବ
item 16 ଟା your lordship may take in another day.
ये 19 फाइल ଦେଲ
ଏଟା ବହୁତ ଥର ଆସିଛି losing the chance. Item 16 your lordship. 16 item 16
ଆଉ ସେଟା ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିମୋନିଆଲ ନୁହଁ କି
matrimony.
କଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ ଥରେ ବୁଝେଇବୁ ଆମେ
ମାନେ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିନି ବାହାରେ ଥିଲି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି
ବାହାରେ ଥିଲେ ତ ବାକି ସବୁ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଆଉଟ ଅଫ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା
କାଲି ବି
ଆସିବ ତାକୁ
ଆସିଥିଲା
ଆମେ ଯାହା କହିବୁ ସେ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଆସିବ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
22 ମ୍ୟାଟର ଆଉ ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ଆସିବନି 22 23 ମ୍ୟାଟ୍ରିମୋନିଆଲ ଆଉ ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ଆସିବନି ମୋ ରିଟାୟାରମେଣ୍ଟ ପରେ ଆସିବ
এটা 20 ମସିହାର ମୋର 20
କୋଡ଼ିଏଟା ଦେଖିବା ଆମେ କହିଛୁ ଆର ୱିକକୁ ନବା ପାଇଁ
16 ରୁ we are starting with 16.
କାଲି
16 ରୁ ବହୁତ ମ୍ୟାଟର ପେଣ୍ଡିଂ ଅଛି.
yesterday it was also listed
ଇଏ ଆମେ ପ୍ରତିଦିନ ବି 4-5ଟା ମ୍ୟାଟରକୁ ଏଇଭଳି ଷ୍ଟେଜ ଇଏ 19 ନମ୍ବର କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି
Item 19.
Nobody is showing interest for the petitioner. Counsel for opposite party present in court. Dismiss for non-prosecution.
Item 20.
Item 20, my lord, I am for the opposite party number workman, my lord.
Petitioner kahanti? Petitioner kahanti? Nobody is appearing for the petitioner when the matter is called. Dismiss for non-prosecution. I'll take up karibu nela. That's all for the day. आरो मैटर को ये जो आउ रही गला से 23 रो मैट्रिमोनियल 22 दिन से आउट ऑफ लिस्ट आउ जो रीड पिटिशन डेटा रहला है 3 वीक्स आफ्टर से ऊपर एटा कोन नॉट नोन को दी नोटिस इज टू बी टू बाय एक्चुअली रिटर्न आंसर टू द पोस्टल एड्रेस नॉट नोन सो आउटर नेबे ये की मिस्टर मिश्रा
अगेन 24 टा
OP2 पे लास्ट
24 टा अगेन
OP2 पे
OP3 पे
3 पे 2 पे की अपील करछि
पिटिशनर पे की सर आपण मिस्टर जेना
2 के
आप प्रेस स्टेप्स नो नांती
Sir, I am appearing for petitioner that the CMAPL.
माइक पर बस
And appearing for the petitioner. CMAPL fixed to 18 August.
it is connected with the CMAPL. That CMAPL has been fixed to 18th of August.
Thereafter,
CMAPL in the connected restoration,
Yes,
CMAPL for
yes,
restoration of a
yes,
connected
yes,
read
yes.
petition.
Yes. And
That's
that
a
read
different
petition,
aspect.
no, that read petition order that he is challenging, he is saying that it should be implemented in this case.
That is all the read petition.
Yes, yes.
But can we pass order in absence of OP2?
No, no, OP2
Sufficient in.
It is not going to be affected. Reason जाको OP2 किए कहू नांती अपन जानना है OP2 के
and OP2 and 3 था मैं
contesting or not.
yes, yes.
appearing for OP 2 and
2 and 3, 2 and 3 both.
So you appear for 2 and 3.
2 and 3 both. 2 and 3 both.
देखिले फाइल टा देख
Again, 3 is the custodian of 2.
फाइल टा धरे
3 is the custodian of 2.
What is the prayer here?
Where is
Shall pay the amount determined by the Central Industrial Government Industrial Tribunal by so and so. So you want to execute.
execution of the order?
So how the read
How the
petition is
read will be
entertainable?
Madam, that no. The
କିଛି ଶୁଭୁନି ଆପଣଙ୍କ କଥା ଏ ମାଇକ୍ ଆଗରେ ରହନ୍ତୁ
Madam, the
Sir, glass barrier अच्छी अबे आपन कथा सुनी पारुन actually. We are separated by a glass barrier. So kindly speak to the microphone.
pardon lordship. Madam, the matter is pending
make
for
it
about
clear your
the-
prayer is intending to execution of an award.
my lord.
If it is so, then whether a read petition is maintainable,
My lord,
answer yes or no, then we'll proceed.
in that case, notice has been issued. Notice has already been issued.
In which case?
In this case, my lord.
Notice is already issued, we understand, but if the read petition is entertainable, forget about notice. I don't know who has issued notice. If a read petition of this nature is entertainable, then our tribunal execution power उठे दवा 33C2 उठे दवा.
My lord, in this case,
What do you want? Withdraw करियो ना हमें dismiss करियो.
madam, maybe listed after the CMAPL is over.
That is different.
Oh, what CMAPL कोथरे अछि?
CMAPL
Main
because
case.
says जो award
challenge
गोटे
है।
award ହେଇଛି ଏଠି
ए award टा
ए award टाକୁ ଆମେ challenge କରିଥିଲୁ High Court ରେ
किए? Management challenge
number
କରିଛି।
2 and 3 କରିଥିଲେ.
Management challenge
Yes,
करछि.
yes.
That has been dismissed
That
for
has been dismissed.
non-prosecution.
That has been dismissed for
So,
non-prosecution.
okay, now CMAPL will be allowed.
CMAPL will be allowed.
Oh, allowed. No,
Yes.
it is not in this court.
ନାଇଁ,
Please
ନାଇଁ,
say in
ନାଇଁ,
it. ଆସିବ ଦେଖା ହବ.
Yes.
Nonetheless,
Nice.
unless it is tested, the award is tested there.
Yes, yes.
Even execution is not permissible.
No, no. ସେଟା ସେ
So
ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଏଥିରେ।
therefore, in worse.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସେଥିରେ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି 29 ଅଛି 33 seat ଅଛି but they are not sufficient.
So
That is
this
why I am
not
here.
entertainable. Will you withdraw or will dismiss?
Appointed to withdraw.
Yes.
That's right.
Counsel.
Fair enough.
Counsel for petitioner, workman may bring statement in withdrawing the writ application and to pursuing his remedy before appropriate authority at appropriate stage. Okay, considering the statement, this court allows withdrawing the writ application which is dismissed accordingly.
So the
As
appearance,
not
appearance
entertainable at this stage.
Right.
As not entertainable at this stage.
my appearance may kindly be noted.
Yes, yes, appearance
Yes.
ରଖିଦବ ଏଇଥିରେ ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଥିଲି
Okay.
ଏ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ ତଳକୁ ପଳେଇଲା senior advocate somebody else registry directed
ସେ
My lordship.
Many orders, my son has been
Indicate-
written as
indicate
senior
the
advocate.
Senior counsel
That's
name involving this case. Okay, as a future caution, registry is
Yes.
directed to indicate the senior counsel's name appropriately.
My lord, I am number one in this case. I am appearing for UP number one. Union of India, your lordship. I am
In
appearing.
this matter,
Your lordship.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁଟା
Sulochana Patra.
ସୁଲୋଚନା
ପାଇଁ?
ପାତ୍ର along with DSG,
Along with.
Central Government.
ଲେଖିଦିଅ। CGC ପାଇଁ ଲେଖିଦିଅ ସୁଲୋଚନା ପାତ୍ର along with DSG.
My lord, item number 19, I am for the
23, my lord.
Huh?
Item 23, my lord.
23.
Yes, my lord.
ହଁ, withdraw କରିବେ?
No, we don't know.
ଆଉ ଦିନେ ଆସିବ କାହିଁକି?
Notice sufficient ହେଇନି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନକୁ ରଖିଛୁ।
Further affidavit by petitioner, ready not received from OP number 2, but the postal tracking report notice issued to OP2 shows item delivered. ହେଲା ସିଏ ଯଦି ନ ଆସିବେ ନାହିଁ ଆମେ ଶୁଣିବା କେତେବେଳେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ କାହିଁକି? ଆୱାର୍ଡ ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କରିଛନ୍ତି। ଆୱାର୍ଡ ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ୱାର୍କମ୍ୟାନ।
Compulsory retirement.
କମ୍ପଲସରି ରିଟାୟାରମେଣ୍ଟ। ସେଟା କୋଉ ସିଡ୍ୟୁଲରେ ଆସୁଛି ଆଇଡି ଆକ୍ଟର? କାଇଁ ଦେଖେଇଲ ସିଡ୍ୟୁଲ ଅଫ ଆଇଡି ଆକ୍ଟ ଦେଖେଇ? Is it adjudicated under the ID forum?
Compulsory retirement as a consequence of DP, disciplinary of the proceeding.
Exactly, I don't know, Mr.
I'll
Jena is
I'll
the
start
acting
arguing.
counsel.
Ms. Patnaik, you are appearing here, item 23. You are mentioning?
No. In 19.
Examine କରନ୍ତୁ whether it comes within the schedule or not. Schedule ABC ଅଛି ୟାର। ହେଲା ତା ଭିତରେ ଯଦି ଆସୁଥିବ maintainable ହବ ନହେଲେ ନାହିଁ। Right, ଉଠିଯାଅ।
Item number 19, I am for the OP number 3, my lord.
Illegally, without any process of law, the opposite party is trying to evict me, madam. I was in a piece of land since 1970, my lord. The electric bill is in my favor, and a case map I have also annexed.
Any outcome given to annexure 3?
No, my lord, they have not disposed of that.
You are still in possession of this
My
property.
lord, my lord.
So let the director state consider. Is it state property? You are sure?
My lord.
State property. And it's an involved.
In this regard, my lord has a similar order passed earlier. May I permitted to show the order?
On the self-same issue. There appears there is already a representation at the instance of petitioner pending with the Director State Com Additional Secretary OP number 2. Without expressing any opinion, this court feels it appropriate to and keeping in view pendency of annexure 3 at OP number 2. This court direct OP2 to take a lawful decision on the same. At least working it out within a period of 3 months. In the event petitioner possesses the disputed land, status quo as on date involving plot number 1716 bracket B on the road leading to Rajiv Nagar, Mauja, Kalaharan, Kalarahanga. Be maintained till it is outcome by the OP number 2. The
Till-
copy of order be handed over to state.
Till then, no coercive action may be taken.
Daki Libra.
Oblige.
Item number 2.
My lord, this is the forward matter, my lord.
Yes, direction to collector for correction of the Khatian. Tahsildar, any application pending before him?
No, my lord, the Tahsildar.
There is any order of competent authority.
Yes, my lord, the Tahsildar has rejected the prayer of the petitioner, my lord. Annex
Where
of
is that
five.
rejection?
Annex of 5, my lord.
5.
5, yes, my lord. Page number 33 to 39, my lord.
Then is it not appealable?
My lord, the petitioners have filed a RP case before the Joint Commissioner for correction of a HAL settlement ROR. From Kisam Sarad 4 to Jolasar to Sarad 4. Thereafter, the Honorable Court of the Commissioner has allowed the revision case of the petitioners, and thereafter the petitioners have filed the miscase before the Tahsildar.
But there is a finding that some of land is Jalasaya.
Actually, my lord, they are reflecting in Jolasar, but actually the Kisam is Sarad 4.
How do you establish? How do you establish that Kisam is Sarada? Where is previous record of right?
Yes, my lord.
Where is?
Annexure 1, my lord.
Annexure 1. Page?
Page is the Annexure 1, page number 15, my lord. 15.
Plot number
Plot
कितने?
2765, 2766, 2765, 2766.
Yes, original Kisam appears to be Mr. Bose. Original case Kisam, page 17, appears to be Sarada. Then how they are rejecting the request? Where is the further preparation of the Annexure 2?
Yes, my lord.
There the wrong recording is there.
Yes, my lord.
ଏଇଟା further preparation ରେ କରିଦେଲେ ତାହେଲେ ତ ତହସିଲଦାର ହିଁ କରିବ କାହିଁ ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି RDC ଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ where is my judgment on that?
Annexure
annexed.
Annexed, my lord.
Annexure 8.
କେତେ page?
Annexure 8, page number 53 to 69, my lord.
Page କେତେ?
53.
56.
विभूति भूषण पति केस
Remand कर दियंतु ताकू से reconsider करंतु in the light of this aspect. At the submission of Learned Counsel for the petitioner and Sri Bose Learned Counsel appearing for the state opposite party. Petition involves the following prayer. There is challenge to order of the Tahsildar by Annexure 5 in the disposal of MC 53 by 2022 bracket RP 693 of 20 involved herein. Taking Learned Counsel appearing for the petitioner, taking this court to the development through the original Pata Annexure 1 attempts to satisfy plot tella 2765 na?
Yes, my lord. 2765, 2766, then 2749.
ये माइक अगर कुहतु
अच्छी पेज 38 रे से गुडा अच्छी से ऑर्डर रे
My lord,
2765
2765,
2766
2766.
आवटेला 2767
I would have 2749.
68
2749.
Yes, my lord. 2749. ROR number is 384. There are two numbers ROR, my lord. Kindly verify.
Different plots involving 2765, 2766, 2767, and also a further plot attempt to submit
2768 भी अच्छी
2768 also there.
Yes.
Attempt to satisfy that when earlier record of right indicates the plots in Sharad category, in the preparation of further record of right involving all such plots, there has been mistake committed by the Tahsil office itself in identifying the plots in the category of Jolasaya. Should I call Nua plot? 552, 548 is Urela.
All plot.
Nua plot.
Yes, ma'am.
as appearing at page 22 of the brief. It is on the premises. It's a mistake committed by the Tahsil office. It is only the Tahsil office should correct such mistakes. Taking this court to the observations in the impugned order, Learned Counsel contended, when there is mistaken recording of status of land in the further preparation of the record of rights, and the reflection therein remain contrary to the earlier record of right, also a public document. It is only the Tahsildar who is required to make necessary corrections. It is in this circumstance, Learned Counsel for Tahsildar advising the petitioner in the placement of the matter before the committee headed by RDC (CD) Cuttack, claims such direction becomes illegal and ought to be interfered by this court. Counsel for petitioner also takes into account a decision of this court on same footing rendered on date 29/7/22 in WPC 14368 of 2022. State Counsel, however, Counsel further claims squarely the case of the petitioner squarely covered by the same. In his opposition, State Counsel, though attempted to justify the observations of the Tahsildar in the impugned order annexure 5 and contended there is no material irregularity. However, there is no dispute in the preparation and maintenance of the status quo of the disputed land in the earlier preparation of record of right. Status of the land. There is no dispute in the earlier preparation of the record of right. There is also no dispute to the development through the judgment in WPC 14368 of 22. Also favoring, not only considering the same situation case, but also favoring wholeheartedly to the case at hand. Considering the rival contentions of the parties, this court finds the petitioner is justified in bringing in an application under section 22 of the Act, OSS Act, by miscase number so-and-so, bracket RP number so-and-so, for correction of the status of land recorded therein, by annexure 2. This court finds the submission of the petitioner also satisfied through the maintenance of status quo of the land, status of the land in respect of the same plots but under different plot numbers, HAL plot numbers, as maintained in annexure 1. This court here observes, judgment karta hu, this court here observes, once the HAL record involved the land with Sarat Kisam status.
Sabik tar thila sir. Sabik plot ta thila hal re hei jaichi
Sabik plot. Sabik plot has a clear indication. Sabik plot by Danesh 1 has a clear indication in the status of the land, unless until there is change in the status of the land through a legal proceeding in the context of party involved therein. There is no question of changing the status of the land in the further preparation of record of right. It is here considering the decision of this court through judgment dated so-and-so in so-and-so, also appended here with available at page 53 of the brief, bracket annexure 8. This court finds this in similar situation. This court has deprecated the attempt of the public authority in the change, in bringing the change in the status of the land involved unilaterally and in absence of any judicial pronouncement. The decision squarely applies to the case at hand. There appears to be misreading of the judgment and direction in WPC 8797 of 2004 and OJC 6721 of 1999 in the process finding the impugned order annexure 5 is an outcome of wrong and illegal exercise of power and further illegal consideration of the judgment referred to herein. This court interferes in the same, allowing the RP case number, remit the matter back to the Tahsildar. It has miss case number so and so, RP number so and so, for re-adjudication of the dispute involved therein. The Tahsildar is required only to ascertain if the land involved therein also involved in the Hal Pota filed annexure 1.
Sabik Pota. Sabik Pota annexure 1.
Sabik eta Hal. Hal hela present.
Recent, yes.
Hal hela present. The Sabik Pota annexure 1. In this situation, there is possibility of only observation that there is illegality in the preparation of record of right by annexure 2. And on such observation, the Tahsildar shall himself do well in directing for correction of record of right. Within time frame, entire exercise be completed within 2 months from the date of production of copy of judgment of this court herein as well as the copy of writ application.
Item number 3.
Well, item number 3, Lord, I need some more time for instruction, Lord. This is concerning the de-employment of a nursing home from the DSCOI scheme.
Kete samay chahuchunni?
2 सप्ताह दियंतु.
3 weeks.
नहीं 2 सप्ताह देले काउंटर टा फाइल कर.
All right, State Council seeks time for taking further instruction. Place the matter 2 weeks after, but as a matter of last chance. Dita matter say
order counter file ही ना सेटा होची concerning the sealing of that unit during inspection.
To be listed along with that.
Yes, सेटा sure. Eta have independent action.
Yeah.
Item 4.
Here on the last occasion, my lord had expressed. My lord
lord
had expressed that if this can be done, that is why it
21 तारिख दिन 21 तारिख दिन आसीथिला 21st of June आसीथिला हमें जदियो चिठी देछु instruction पाइनु, but one thing I found from the order impugned, Lord, it's an order passed under 8A of the OLR Act, Lord. It's applicable.
And dekhile impugned order ta
अच्छी page annexure 3 page 34.
Annexure 3 page 34.
आ गया.
Is it a proceeding under? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It a proceeding, Mr.
Yes.
Da.
your lordship on the other day also saw. Your lordship may kindly
Is there
again.
any technicality involved?
No opportunity of hearing, nothing.
But then,
सेटा
Your lordship-
remind कर दो किछु कहबार नहीं यदि so that
Your
part is also
lordship,
clear
yes.
from the order.
on consent of party, matter is taken up for final hearing. For also involving short question as to the proceeding under section 8A of OLR Act, if can be disposed of without providing opportunity to the party in loss. Consider the submissions of respective counsels, peruse the impugned order, along with the pleadings made here in this court. Find there is strength in urging before this court that the impugned order annexure 3 is an outcome of ex parte order being passed behind the back of the petitioner. In the process, even though there is resistance of entertainability of the proceeding on the premises of availability of appeal opportunity, it is only for the technical aspect involved herein.
Natural justice.
This court interferes in the Order annexure 3, set aside the same, remit the matter back to the additional Tahsildar Bhubaneswar for re-adjudication of the proceeding wide mutation case 12543 of 22, but in the involvement of the petitioner.
No, along with petitioner, BDA, as well as town planning improvement trust. Those references have been made.
Involving all parties already involved therein.
କାହିଁକିନା ସେଟା ମାଗିଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କୁ wait ନ କରିକିରି
All
order pass
parties
କରିଦେଇଛୁ।
involved therein. Hala. Enter the petitioner is directed to appear before the Tahsildar, additional Tahsildar, OP number so and so, along with copy of order of this court on 19th of July.
My lord.
And take the date of further hearing of the matter. Entire proceeding be freshly concluded at least within a period of 2 months from the date of posting of the next posting of the case. Aroda khali case
ସବୁ
number
same.
change habo.
ଖାଲି ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହବ mutation case number your
ठीक
lordship.
है। All right. एवढा काई आपण जूनियर काउंसिल को अलाउ करनांती करिया ପାଇଁ?
ତାଙ୍କ associate ବି ବହୁତ competent।
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଘୋଷଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିକିରି ସବୁ
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କ associate
ଘୋଷଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଡରୁଛନ୍ତି।
କୋର୍ଟ ପାଇଁ ଡରୁଛନ୍ତି।
ଘୋଷ ବାବୁ
ମୋତେ କାଇଁ ଡରିବେ?
ଘୋଷଙ୍କୁ ଡରି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି। ମାନେ ଘୋଷଙ୍କୁ ଡରି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା। ତାହେଲେ ତ my order also.
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
You are giving my order.
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ସେ ଲାଇନ ରେ କରିଦବ।
Annexure
ତେବେ
8 to be,
resubmit କରିବେ।
yes, my lord.
Resubmit କରିବେ।
And Annexure 8 to be cost, my lord. Second case, Annexure 5 is the impugned order. Sub item is also same,
Same.
but the Annexure 5 is the impugned order.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Item 6.
May I please read? That's in this case, let's with the Sarapancha and the PO of Dauli GP.
Interim order ଦେଇ ହବନି।
And lordship, they have a illegal constructed.
That's right, but
And because it's a forestry,
collector will
village
take-
forestry
collector
land,
will take a decision, no doubt, but
and
no
that
interim order for
representation
the
has
time being.
is submitted by the one petitioner submitted representation before the collector. Until that collector has not disposed the representation and
That's right, Annexure 2 will be directed
Yes.
for disposal.
Yes.
At
In-
submission
in a
of
stipulated
that
time
order
period,
for
lordship.
Prayer involved herein as follows. It appears on the self-same issue, Annexure 2 series pending before Collector Khurda, OP number so and so. Considering it to be a pending case, deprecating long pendency of such issues, this court direct the Collector Khurda to find if any such application pending at his end, and in such event, to give a lawful disposal to the application and the claim therein by working it out at least within a period of 1 month from the date of 1.5 months from the date of communication of order. ହେଲା।
Representation disposal upon the status को थाउ कारण से speedily काम कर दूँ
That
soil
is
item?
the council representation disposal ରେ ଆମେ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିନାହାନ୍ତି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ରିଟ୍ appeal ହେଇଗଲାଣି representation disposal
apart from that ଗାଁ ଲୋକ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆସନ୍ତି ସେ ଜଣେ describing himself to be a villager
as villagers.
because I'm the village.
Interest, let him
It's
if
all-
necessary there should
Lordship,
also
I am
be
lordship, I am a pardon lordship.
in the involvement of party likely to be affected.
I am pardon lordship. Party
Sorry,
number
sorry.
7, opposite party number 7 is there is
Next,
a
next.
typical error is there
Item
lordship.
7.
Can permitted to correct lordship the
Okay, on oral submission of learned counsel, permitted to make necessary correction on the body of the petition in court. ଆଗ କରିବା ତାପରେ order number 2 କରିକି ଏଟା କରିବ। Yes, item 7
covered matter नरोत्तम रथ
covered. ହଁ ସେଇ chief justice ଙ୍କ order ବି।
ହଁ ସେ annex କରିଛନ୍ତି annexure 4
all
ହିସାବ
right, ମୋ order ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ହବ right ମୋର order ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ହଁ ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ନାଇଁ
Item 8.
Maybe only to target the OSS, similar order.
All right, early disposal, na? କଣ ଅସୁବିଧା ସେ କଭରଟା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କେସରେ ଦେଲେ ସେ ସେଇଠି କଭର yes
Item 9.
9, my lord, in against the very similar order, same order, other two petitions they have come before the honorable court.
ତାହେଲେ ସେଥିରେ ଯୋଉ ଅର୍ଡର ହେଇ ରିମାଣ୍ଡ ହେଇଗଲା
ନାଇଁ ଏଇଥିରେ ରିମାଣ୍ଡ ହେଇନି. In that matter, a notice has been issued, that is WPC number 17348 of 2023.
ତା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଆଣିବା
ଆସୁ ସେଥିରେ ବି notice ହେଇଛି.
କେତେ ନମ୍ବର
WPC
similar
1734.
matter notice has already been issued.
Yes, my lord. And the status quo has been
WPC
17348 of 2023.
17648
Yes, my lord.
of
23. By order dated 6/6/23.
ତାର ଅର୍ଡର ଡେଟ୍ ଦେଖିଦବ ଏଥିରେ ନୋଟିସ କରିଦିଅ status quo ଅଛି ନା
Status quo ଅଛି.
status quo କରିବ
And those cases have
To be
also been
placed.
fixed to
ହେଲା to be placed along with WPC 17648 of 23 after completion of pleading.
17346.
348.
ନାଇଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ତ ଅଛି ଆ ଦେହରେ ଏଇ ନମ୍ବର ବି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ନା 17648 348
348 of 23.
okay all right but you, at the same time you have also indicated another petition 388 something I found somewhere.
My lord, there the petitioner had come, the matter was remitted back.
Okay, all right.
And this 17348 also has been directed to taken up on 21st of August 2023.
So that matter will also come.
Yes, my lord.
It is number
17348 of 2023.
But final hearing.
I don't know, the order is that list this matter in the week commencing on 21st
ଠିକ
of
ଅଛି ଆସିବ କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଶୁକ୍ରବାର ଦିନ ହିଁ ଯାହା କିଛି ହିୟରିଂ କରିବି ଅନ୍ୟ କୌଣସି ଦିନ ଆଉ ହିୟରିଂ କରିବିନି ସୋ ଆସିଲେ ବି ଗୋଟେ କୋଉ ଶୁକ୍ରବାର ଯିବ ମୋର ଥିବା ଭିତରେ ଯଦି ପଡିଲା ଭଲ କଥା ଆଉ
Item 10.
ଓକିଲ ମନଦୁଃଖ କରିବେ ଛୁଟି ନବାକୁ ବହୁତ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହଉଛି ଖାଲି ଓକିଲ ମନଦୁଃଖ କରିବେ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ଛୁଟି ନଉନି ଦୁନିଆ ଛୁଟି ମୋ ହାତରେ ଅଛି ଆଉ କିଛି କଢେଇ ଦେଇ ଯିବା ଆଉ 10
If I may please your lordship. Your lordship invite this petition, annexure 11 is under challenge. Is the
11 is an outcome by Jagannath Temple.
Yes, your lordship.
ଏଇଟା ବେଟର ଯାଉ ଅନ୍ୟ କୋଉ କୋର୍ଟ ବୁଝିଲେ ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଶୁଣୁନି ଟେମ୍ପଲ ମ୍ୟାଟର କେବଳ କଣ୍ଟେମ୍ପ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ଏଣ୍ଟରଟେନ୍ କରୁଛି place this matter before any other authority any other court
Lordship, it's
after taking consent of the honorable chief Justice, because I don't know whether my house is involved in giving opinion any sort therefore I should not hear these matters.
But your lordship is a matter of extreme exigency. Order ta tanko favor.
ଯାଉ ଅନ୍ୟ ବେଞ୍ଚ ଆସିବ
Much obliged, your lordship.
Item 11.
demarcation କହୁଛନ୍ତି non appeals କରିଦେଇ demarcation case number ଅଛି demarcation case number ଅଛି ଏଥିରେ ଦେଖିଲେ ହଁ ଦାଖଲ ଖାରଜ ରହିଛି demarcation
Copy has not been solved.
କପି ବି ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି non appeals କୁ dismiss କରିଦିଅ ଦେଖିବା restore ହେଲେ ଦେଖିବା
Item 12.
May I please, your lordship. Lordship, there are two connected cases, my lord. Lord, these cases are third party
Pardon?
My lord, there are two connected matters. My lord, there are two connected matters,
Yes.
lord. That relates to the third party transfer of
pre-possession or post-possession?
My lord, it's pre-possession, your lordship has
Pre-possession judgment is there already.
yes, my lord, on last
So
week,
जो
your lord.
judgment ଆଜି release ହେଇଛି କହିଦଉଛି
ଜ୍ୟୋତି ପ୍ରକାଶ ମିଶ୍ର versus state development instruction ନେଇଯିବି ଶୁକ୍ରବାରକୁ
instruction ନେବେ
ଶୁକ୍ରବାରକୁ ଆସୁ
ଠିକ ଅଛି ଖାଲି instruction pre-possession or post-possession and any other
No, the minors have already clarified the things.
ଆସୁ ତାହେଲେ Thursday ଆସୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
Thursday ହବ ଚଳିବ ତ
ହଁ Thursday
Counsel for petitioner claims the case is already covered by a judgment of this court in so and so.
In WPC 18169 or 2023, disposed upon 7723.
Friday the repra judgment.
Jyoti Prakash Mishra was
correction करके आसीगलानी अछि. Okay. Siddhanand Mahapatal and counsel appearing for the Development Authority, however, wants to take instruction as to if the case is already covered by such judgment or not. Place the matter on Friday as to a limited matter, in the same category.
grateful.
Item 13.
My lord, the annexure
ଆଉ
one.
କଣ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ରହିଲା ମିଷ୍ଟର ମହାପାତ୍ର? ଆଉ କଣ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ରହିଲା?
ଟୋଟାଲି 6ଟା ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଟୋଟାଲ 6ଟା ଇସ୍ୟୁ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିବାର ଥିଲା, ସେଥିରୁ 4ଟା ଅଲରେଡି ଆପଣ ସେଟଲ କରିଦେଲେ।
ଆଉ ଦିଟା କଣ ଅଛି?
ଆଉ ଦିଟା ଅଛି ଆପଣ ପାଇଁ।
ଗୋଟେ ତ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟ ଯାଇଛି।
ହଁ,
ଏ ଯୋଉଟା ମଲ୍ଟିପୁଲ ପଜେସନ
ଆଜି ପୁଣି ପରା ମେନସନ କରିକି ଦିଟା ବେଳକୁ ନେବେ ଟିକେ।
ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କରିବେ, ଉପରକୁ ଯିବ, କେତେ କଣ ହବ ଖେଳ, ସେଥିରେ ମୁଁ ମୋ ଭ୍ୟୁ ଦେଇଦେଇଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା,
ତାପରେ ମୋ ଖେଳ ଶେଷ ନା ଆଉ।
ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଗଲା, ଇ ପୋଜିସନ ଗଲା, ପୋଷ୍ଟ ପୋଜିସନ ଗଲା, ଡିସ୍କ୍ରିସନାରୀ କୋଟା ଗଲା, ମଲ୍ଟିପଲ ଆଲଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଲିମିଟେଡ କ୍ୟାଶ ଗଲା। ଆଉ ଖାଲି ରହିଲା ଯାହା ଅଛି ଯୋଉ ଆଫିଡେଭିଟ୍ ଅନ୍ ହ୍ୱିଚ ଡେଟ୍ ଇଟ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ବି କାଉଣ୍ଟେଡ।
ଏ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଗୋଟେ ଲିଷ୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, କରିଦବା ତାର କିଛି ଅର୍ଡର।
ସେ 10ଟା ଖଣ୍ଡେ କେସ୍।
ହଁ, କିଛି ମ୍ୟାଟର ପ୍ଲିଡିଂ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ ହେଇଗଲାଣି, ଲିଷ୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ତାହେଲେ ବିଡିଏ କୁ ଫ୍ରି ଫ୍ରମ ଲିଟିଗେସନ କରିଦବା। ବିଡିଏ ସିଡିଏ
ହାଉସିଂ ବୋର୍ଡ ସବୁଗୁଡା
ନାଇଁ, ଅନ୍ୟ ଲିଟିଗେସନ ଆସିବ। ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଉଡେଇବାକୁ କହୁନି। ଆମେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଲିଟିଗେସନ କରିବା, ଏଇଥିରେ ଯୋଉ ଝୁଲିକି ରହିଛନ୍ତି ଲୋକ ସାରା ଓଡିଶା ଯାକର, ସେଇଟାକୁ ଫ୍ରି କରିଦବା।
ଏଇ ତ ଗଲେଣି ପ୍ରାୟ ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ଡିମନ୍ସ ଗୋଟେ ଝୁଲୁଥିଲା ତାଙ୍କ ମୁଣ୍ଡ ଉପରେ, ସେ ବୁଢା ବୟସରେ 70 ବର୍ଷ 75 ବର୍ଷରେ ଦୌଡୁଥିଲେ,
ଦୌଡା ଦୌଡି କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ବିକ୍ରି ବଟା ବି କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି
କିଛି।
ଲିଟିଗେସନ ଅଛି ବୋଲି କହିକି ସବୁ ଗଡୁଛି।
ସବୁ ତ ଦିଆ ହଉନଥିଲା ପରମିଶନ,
ଫ୍ରି କରିଦବା। ଠିକ।
Item 13.
ସେ କେସଟାରେ ବି ମିଷ୍ଟର ମହାପାତ୍ର କଣ ହବ? ଇନ୍ ଓର୍ସ ରିଟ୍ କୋର୍ଟ, ରିଟ୍ ଆପିଲ କୋର୍ଟ ମେ ସେ ଇନ୍ ଓର୍ସ, ମୁଁ କହୁଛି, ଯଦି କହିବେ ଯେ ହଁ ଧର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ ଅପରାଧୀଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଘର ଦିଆଯାଉ, କହିବେ ଯଦି ଭଲ କଥା, ଆମର କଣ ଅଛି? ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଅପରାଧୀ କାହିଁକି ନା ଗୋଟେ ନେଇକିରି ବିକିଛି, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କମର୍ସିଆଲ ପ୍ଲଟଟେ ନେଇଛି, ପୁଣି ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟୀ କୋଟାରେ କେମିତି ନବ,
ଏତିକି ତ କଥା।
ଆଉ ସେଇଟା ଯଦି ଡିଭିଜନ ବେଞ୍ଚ କହିବେ ଯେ ହଁ ତଥାପି ସେ 5ଟା ପ୍ଲଟ ନେଇପାରିବେ, ହେଲା ଓଡିଶାବାସୀଙ୍କୁ ଗିଫ୍ଟ ହବ।
ସେଥିରେ ସବୁଠୁ ବଡ ଜିନିଷ ହଉଛି ମାଇ ଲର୍ଡ, ଲେଟ୍ ଡାଉନ୍ ଦି ରେସିଓ, anybody interested can have a one plot in any of the authority.
ମୁଁ ସେଇ କଥା କହିଲି, ମୁଁ କହିଲି let all people of the state get at least one plot,
let not by
and thereafter there will be surplus plot, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଶିଡ୍ୟୁଲ କାଷ୍ଟ ଶିଡ୍ୟୁଲ ଟ୍ରାଇବ ରେ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ, ସେ ସେନ୍ସସ୍ କରୁନି
ନା।
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଆମେ ଆଣିଲେଣି କେବେଠୁ ସେ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ, ଟିଲ୍ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ। ମୋ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ two you have challenged.
My lord, on
where is the certified copy?
My lord, certified copy I will file.
I don't get certified copy of annexure 2 here.
My lord, I will file. I will file, my lord.
You will file. Why are you filing without a certified copy? It's an
lord.
order you are challenging.
My lord. My
So
lord,
what will be set aside? A certified copy or a xerox copy of order will be set aside?
My lord, next week I will file.
Tomorrow covered.
No, my lord, during pendency of the appeal, the
ଆପଣଙ୍କ appeal କୁ ଯାଇଥିଲେ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସେଟା pendency ଅଛି,
ସେଠି appeal reject ହେଇଗଲା?
ନାଇଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା, ସେଟା
ଅଛି କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ certified copy ତା ଭିତରେ ଅଛି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଅଛି।
ଅଛି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ହଁ, ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। appeal against ଅଛି, admit ହଉ ଦେଖିବ।
ଏଟା direction to Director Municipal Administration.
ଯିବ, notice ଯିବ।
My lord.
Certified copy of the impugned order filed herein be kept on record. Considering there is rejection of appeal by public authority, this court is inclined, and the grounds involving such a challenge, this court is inclined to issue notice. Notice accordingly. Counter if any be filed within 3 weeks of the appearance. Liberty granted to the counsel for the petitioner for approaching, expediting the hearing after pleadings completed. Yes.
Item 14,
My lord, till that the upper stay of the operation of the order.
Fresh admission.
My lord,
Sorry.
fresh addition.
এইটাରେ ବି ଆପଣ କଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି?
ନାଇଁ ଏ ଯୋଉ 13 ଆଇଟମ 13
13 କଣ ହେଲା?
ସେ ଏକ୍ଜିକ୍ୟୁଟିଭ ଅଫିସର ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଡର ପାସ୍ କରି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ଅପିଲ ଟା ପେଣ୍ଡିଂ ଅଛି, ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଡର ପାସ୍ କରି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
ହେଲା ଆମେ ନୋଟିସ କଲେ ପରା।
ଆଜ୍ଞା। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ମିସ୍ କେସ୍ ଷ୍ଟେ ଅଛି।
ମିସ୍ କେସ୍ କାଇଁ?
ମିସ୍ କେସ୍ ନାହିଁ।
ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି?
ହଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା।
କାଇଁ ଦେଖେଇଲ? ମିସ୍ କେସ୍ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ରେ ନାହିଁ କିଛି?
ଫାଇଲ
ଲିଷ୍ଟ ରେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ? ନାହିଁ ମିସ୍ କେସ୍ ନାହିଁ। लिस्ट रे भी अकॉर्डिंगली नहीं देखा ही नहीं मिस केस। यस नेक्स्ट
item 14,
एटा फ्रेश एडमिशन पे
आगे आगे का इयरली डिस्पोजल चाहूची इयरली सीकिंग इयरली डिस्पोजल
अर्ली डिस्पोजल
आगे
मेक इट क्लियर एसआरपी वेदर नोटिस हैज बीन इशूड और नॉट।
ना ना इट हैज नॉट बीन इशूड।
ताले मु एठी डिस्पोज कर दोची इन द डिसमिसल ऑफ एसआरपी।
मिलर
मु एठी डिस्पोज कर देबी इन द डिसमिसल ऑफ एसआरपी। आपण अर्ली डिस्पोजल चाहूचन तो
अर्ली डिस्पोजल ऑफ द
बेस्ट डिस्पोजल। अरे अब नोटिस है नहीं आपण कहलेनी डिस्पोज हबो
ने सेठी नोटिस है नहीं सिंस 1 ईयर।
सेठी नोटिस हेची की
ना है नहीं सिर्फ 1 ईयर इट इज पेंडिंग।
संडे जीवो नले मु आगे एठी कर दे परबी सेटा को डिसमिस कर देबी आपण पूरा केस सर जीवो घर पड़े।
सिंस 1 ईयर आई प्रे फॉर 3 मंथ्स और 4 मंथ्स मिलर
आगो नोटिस जाओ
आगे
please liberty granted to the counsel to pray for expeditious hearing of the proceeding after the service involving such dispute gets completed. आगो नोटिस जाओ नोटिस सब्सेंट हेले तापर हियरिंग करा।
बेगा अपोलॉजी माइलर मिस केस अछि 98 17
मो फाइल रे नाही आज्ञा बुझंतु जदी आपनकर अलगा फाइल करथिबे सेटा आनंतु।
Item 15, it's covered by your lordship's order, my lord.
ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କପି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
The remand order.
All right, yes.
Oblige.
item 16,
This is relating to a boundary change proceeding of revenue officer Bodakadam, my lord.
ए लिटिगेशन गुड़ाक कहीं हाई कोर्ट रे आमे विचार करिवु। सुनतु आपनको 3 टायर सिस्टम हे सारलाणी। You have a panchayat already. You have a sarpanch already. Why are you not resolving these issues politically?
My lord,
Why High
no
Court will
public notice
entertain?
issued. This is my specific ground. No public notice issued, and your lordship may kindly peruse. I have raised objection only on 3 points, my lord. Lordship may kindly peruse.
No, more question hochi why High Court will entertain such requests.
They are not intimating what steps they have been taking, my lord.
Then I can direct any outcome if any.
Your lordship may
will be
direct only.
communicated to you.
Your lordship may direct the collector to consider the complaint filed under Annexure 5, my lord. That will suffice my issue. Because
No,
we have
Annexure
specifically
5
raised
page?
Annexure 5 page 31, my lord. Only 3 points. We have got no objection regarding the bifurcation of the village, my lord.
No. ये issue गुड़ा का हमें entertain करिवो।
Because only 3 objections were raised.
Sorry. Sorry, these are to be resolved politically.
Let the collector take a decision, my lord.
हमें एठी unnecessary litigation गुड़ा।
No, your lordship may dispose of directing the collector.
ये prayer quote कर दो without expression of any opinion. Annexure 5 pending. Be given a lawful disposal. But in the involvement of the party likely to be affected.
Yes, ma'am.
Also in the involvement of the villagers by way of inviting their objection involving such issue. This entire exercise be concluded within 4 months.
Right.
Next.
item 17,
May I please your lordship? My lord, the sarpanch of the
Mike आगे रे in between Mike रहले किछि सुबिवन।
my lord, the sarpanch auction the village.
पुणी घुंची जाउछन्ते आपण। ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ମୁହଁଟା ମାଇକ୍ ପାଖକୁ ଆଣନ୍ତୁନି, ଆପଣ ମାଇକ୍ ପାଖକୁ ଆସନ୍ତୁ।
My lord.
ହଁ
My lord, the Sarpanch auctioned the village pond in violation of the guideline issued by the Mission Shakti, where it is mentioned that
auction କେବେ ହେଇଥିଲା?
auction 12/6/2022
ଟିକେ ମାଇକ୍ ଆଗରେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
12/6/2023 auction ହେଇଥିଲା।
12/6/2023
My lord. Auction ଏଇ ଯୋଉ notice କିଛି ସେମାନେ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି, ଏଟା violation
କାଇଁ
କରି
decision କାଇଁ auction decision?
auction କିଛି ହେଇଛି ବୋଲି ଆମକୁ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ସେମାନେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ secretly କରିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି auction ଟା secretly notice publish କରିନାହାନ୍ତି।
ନୋଟିସ ପବ୍ଲିଶ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି, କରିଦେଲେ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ତାର ଯୋଉ
ଆଉ
ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ
ହେଇନି, ତାହେଲେ ଅକ୍ସନ କେମିତି ହେଲା?
ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ କହୁଛି ଯେ ତମର ଯୋଉ ଏସଏଚଜି ଗ୍ରୁପ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରିଫରେନ୍ସ ଦବା କଥା, ଯୋଉମାନେ କି ମାନେ ସେଲ୍ଫ ହେଲ୍ପ ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରିଫରେନ୍ସ ଦବା
ଆପଣ
କଥା।
ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ ଥିଲେ?
ମାଇ ଲର୍ଡ ଆମେ ଆଗରୁ ନେଇଥିଲୁ 2020 ରୁ 2023
ଆପଣ
ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ।
ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ ତ?
ମାଇ ଲର୍ଡ
ଆପଣ ଆଲିଗେସନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଯଦି ନୋଟିସ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ଆପଣ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ କରିଥାନ୍ତେ।
ମାଇ ଲର୍ଡ
କେତେ ଟଙ୍କାରେ ଯାଇଛି?
ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ସେମାନେ ସିକ୍ରେଟ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି, ଆମକୁ କିଛି ଇଣ୍ଟିମେଟ
ହଁ
କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ଆମକୁ ସେମାନେ ମାନେ ବିହାଇଣ୍ଡ ଆୱାର ବ୍ୟାକ୍
ନାଇଁ
ସେମାନେ
ନାଇଁ
କରିଛନ୍ତି।
ଛାଡନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ତ ଜାଣିଲେଣି ଅକ୍ସନ ହେଇଗଲାଣି।
ଅକ୍ସନ ହେଇଯାଇଛି।
କେତେ ଟଙ୍କାରେ ହେଇଛି?
କେତେ ଟଙ୍କାରେ ହେଇଛି ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ନାହିଁ।
ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ, ସେ ଟଙ୍କା ଡିପୋଜିଟ କରିବେ, ମୁଁ ନୋଟିସ କରିବି।
ମାଇ ଲର୍ଡ
କାହିଁକିନା ପରେ ଆପଣ କହିବେ କିଏ ଧରାଧରି ହେଇଯିବେ, କହିବେ ମୁଁ ପଳେଇବି, କେସ୍ କରିବିନି, ସେ ଟଙ୍କା ସରକାରଙ୍କ ତହବିଲକୁ ଯିବ। Party has counsel for the petitioner, even though alleges there is already auction of the suit tank involved herein. However, has no instruction as to what is the rate of auction, what is the bid, the amount in bid. Seeks time to take instruction in such matter. Place this matter next Monday ଆସିବ। ଏ ଭିତରେ ଆଣି ଯଦି ରେଡିନେସ୍ ଦେଖେଇବେ, ଡ୍ରାଫ୍ଟ ଧରିକି ଆସନ୍ତୁ, ଡିପୋଜିଟ୍ କରିବେ, ମୁଁ ନୋଟିସ୍ କରିବି। ନାଇଁ
Item 18.
My lord. Item 18, my lord. My grievance is pending before the opposite party 2 under annexure 4, my lord. Page 24.
କଣ ଗ୍ରିଭାନ୍ସ କରିଛନ୍ତି?
Grievance ହେଲା, the petitioner has not given any work order since last 2 years.
ଆପଣ କିଏ?
The Met servant, Met.
You are a mate. କୋଉଠି ନିୟମ ଅଛି ଯେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ଦିଆଯିବ ଏ ସ୍କୁଲର ରୂପାନ୍ତରୀକରଣ?
Yes, my lord. The lordship can glance. Page 23.
Page
23. 23. Annexure 3.
କେତେ ପେଜ ଶୁଭୁନି?
23.
23.
23. The letter of the BDO to the Sarpanch for handing over the case records for the executions of Monrega project for the year 22-23.
Petitioner claims
Lordship comes to the last
a
portion.
right to the construction involved through annexure 3. This is same Gram Panchayat.
My lords.
On the self-same issue, petitioner has a pending request before the project director Dhenkanal, annexure 4. Considering the request pending before the OP number so and so, this court direct OP number so and so to give a lawful disposal to annexure 4. Also taking into consideration on the applicability of annexure 3 to the case of the petitioner by giving an outcome within a period of 1 month from the date of communication of order. 3 copy of order be handed over to State Council section of Misra.
My lords.
ଆସିବା ବାକି ରିସେସ୍ ପରେ କରିବା ବାକି। open.
Lordships, your judgment is against me also. That is there, your
So
lordship.
therefore, I am keeping the scope or the raising of the dispute open to be decided along with the.
Only one point before your lordship is that there is one judgment of Honorable Upper Court regarding that Kanimoji versus A. Santaram, which has reported recently before in
No,
AI.
that's a different issue.
Yes.
Mr. Bhunya, you have to understand that is parliament election
Yes.
or assembly election.
Yes, representation.
That's
of
not
it.
in par with the panchayat election.
No, not at all.
Maybe here the provision of CPC are applicable. That doesn't mean or each provision of the CPC.
No,
it is only for the purpose. So far, it relates to trial,
Trial, your lordship. That is
summoning,
yes, your lordship.
calling for records.
In this case, what happened, your lordship? The petitioner,
please.
election petitioner himself averred in his petition that he raised an objection before the collector.
Right.
But and election.
You will have that liberty. Let the issue be framed. It will be decided together along with the other issues.
Yes, your lordship. And my read petition may be along with in observation of this judgment. My read petition may.
Pardon?
The judgment delivered by your lordship's judgment. Right.
I don't remember the citation. In one judgment, I said 7-Eleven has no application there. It's only 7-Eleven on what ground?
7-Eleven, that the cause of action, your lordship.
Cause of action.
Yes,
Cause
your
of action is a mixed question of fact and law.
Fact and that.
So therefore, how can it be decided? At the threshold. You want it to be decided at the threshold.
Threshold. That he averts in his different paras that I have objected, but my petition has not been taken into consideration for
Have
which.
you checked up your written statement already having such a dispute?
Yes, your lordship.
Achi to?
Yes.
Then you will, if you raise a issue, it will be framed. Had submission of Sri Bhuyan and counsel for the petitioner. Read petition involving rejection of an application under Order 7, Rule 11 of CPC. Considering the grounds of challenge, further looking to the judgment of this court already involving such issues, particularly in Gram Panchayat election disputes, this court find the question raised herein, since a question mixed with facts and law, there can't be threshold disposal of election disputes on such issues in the guise of consideration of application under Order 7 Rules 11 of the CPC. In the circumstance while declining, this court finds there is good reasoning in the rejection of such application by the trial court. For the opinion of this court, even though the read petition is not entertained and the order involved wherein is affirmed, there should not be any embargo in the event the petitioner has already such pleading in his written statement and an issue is required to be framed on the issue involved herein. Such issue not only be framed, but the issue shall also be decided in the involvement of all other issues in the main trial of the dispute involved. With this observation, the read petition stand disposed.
Item 20.
Only fresh admission, your lordship. Your lordship.
Already disposal. Fresh admission.
Fresh admission, your lordship's order also at page 14. Running page 14, your lordship.
All right.
Item 21.
It is also pending for fresh admission. It is also for fresh admission.
Fresh admission. Can improve Korni, Mr. Ghosh.
Lordship.
Take up these issues with you all can sit together with the revenue secretary and sort out why still petitions are coming for
the old, where as per the last direction that your lordship had given, we are already giving priorities to old cases, your lordship. This is a 2023
that
matter, your
means
lordship.
you say there is sufficient number of old cases pending for admission even.
No, that
regular court colony, 5 days we court colony,
Lordship.
तथापि fresh admission plus होनी.
23 rupees.
should be taken up, Lord.
Take care.
My lord.
Take care.
23
ऐसा ना I don't mind in showing disposal in this way. मैं तो बहुत easy दिन जाकर बस 50 टा
Item 22.
22, my lord, the case arises out of a mutation proceeding. I know, my lord, I should have preferred appeal. But for some reasons, I have to come to before your lordship. Your lordship may kindly come to page 17.
some reason.
My lord, I want to draw some facts to your lordship's attention, my lord. Page 17, my lord.
It is pre-appeal.
Then appeal, I have not preferred appeal, but I have come to your lordship for some reasons, my lord. Your lordship may kindly come to page 17.
Are you a party in the proceeding? In the mutation proceeding, are
No,
you a party?
No, my lord.
You are not a party.
No, my lord.
Then how you challenge this?
I am coming to that, my lord. Your lordship may kindly come to that. That is why I am before your lordship. Page 6, my lord. Page 17.
Page 17, yes.
Sorry, my lord. In mutation, I was a party. Mutation, I was a party.
You are a party.
I mean, 6/1/2023.
Yes.
Mutation was allowed.
Pardon, the order say order agreed upon.
Na, mu sethere agreed no. I will file appeal against that order.
So this case is taken
This
up.
case is taken up
record,
today. Peruse the case record. Peruse the case forwarded by.
Allowed. It mutation allow hegala.
Mutation allow hegala. Now, my lord, second order.
Yes.
Very next day, my lord. The very next day, he says that appeal period is over and the order was executed. Very next day, my lord. 7/1/2023.
All right. You may say you have not been provided the appeal period even. So you go file appeal, I will say that there will be no further development pursuant to this order.
My lord.
And you get into my judgment in the case of appeal, provided suppose there is no provision for interim order.
My lord.
Then how the order of the authorities will be operating, I have already decided in the case. Petitioner has the sole grievance. When the mutation case 8314 of 22 was finally decided on 6/1/23, appeal period remaining 30 days from the date of order in the minimum. This proceeding was taken again on 7/1/23 and on the premises that appeal period is over. The record of right was corrected and has been updated, and there has been also updated in the Blue Lake website. Counsel appearing for the petitioner, the counsel appearing for the petitioner, in the circumstance submits, there is no expiry of appeal period involving such orders, and there is erroneous recording by the additional Tahsildar. It is in this circumstance. Sri Mahanti, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner, claims for setting aside of the order dated 7/1/23 and all other consequential orders passed thereof in the same proceeding. The Mishra, learned counsel, son of Mr. Learned AC, appearing for the state in his opposition, opposes entertainment of such application for the undisputed availability of statutory appeal remedy to the petitioner. The Mishra, however, submits irrespective of wrong recording by order dated 7/1/2023. Nothing prevented the petitioner to prefer appeal in the meantime and to have a challenge to the impugned order. The Mishra also submits, in the meantime, 6 months though passed, there has been no filing of appeal as of now. Plea taken here should not be entertained in this circumstance. Considering rival contentions, this was fine. Undisputedly, the mutation case number so and so was disposed on 6/1/23. The next order comes in the correction of the record of right as well as updation in the Blue Lake website on 7/1/2023. the circumstance, this court find there is absolute wrong recording by the additional Tahsildar. As undisputedly, the appeal period 30 days from the date of order 6/1/23 did not expire. Be that as it may, petitioner's statutory right by way of appeal impugning such orders, impugning the order affecting the petitioner ultimately cannot be taken away. For a statutory remedy of appeal, this court, while declining to and the order dated 7/1/23 merely a technical one dependent on the outcome of the authority under his order dated 6/1/23. Petitioner if so advised. This court, while declining to entertain the writ at this stage, observes petitioner if so advised may prefer appeal along with a petition for condonation of delay. In such event, there shall be condonation of delay in the involvement of party likely to be affected, and the appeal shall be heard on its own merit. This court, looking to the development taken place on 7/1/23, observes in the event an appeal is brought within 2 weeks of the order, and there should not be any advantage to the parties involved by way of creation of third-party transfers on the basis of order 7/1/23 until unless there is final outcome in the appeal. With this observation, the requisition stands.
Urgent copy.
Yes.
Item 23. May I please your lordship? My lord, here I am challenging the order dated 8/6/2023 passed by the Collector Jaspur in OSS Revision 7 of 2022 by Annexure 7, page 35, my lord. My lord.
The certified copy file question the
My lord.
Achhi.
My lord, before going to the impugned order, my lord, kindly see the Annexure 3, page 19, my lord. The ROR is published under section 13, subsection 4 of OCSPFL Act. And the said ROR was published in the year 2015, my lord.
This was a revision at the instance of state.
Lordship.
My
At the
lord.
instance of state.
My lord, state. My lord, here, my lord, according to section 42A, my lord.
What is the ultimate outcome in Annexure 7?
Annexure 7, my lord, 42.
Restored back to government.
My lord.
As Abadajogya, Anabadi.
My lord.
It's not appealable?
No.
42A is not appealable?
No, my lord, this is a revision case.
This is a revision.
Revision. My lord, kindly see the 42A, my lord, of Odisha.
Okay, you are a party there. So what is the ground of challenge?
My lord, challenge on the ground, my lord, if your lordships permitted me to place the section 42A, my lord.
OSS.
A of Odisha Survey Settlement Rule, my lord.
Yes.
My lord. The collector may, of his own motion or otherwise, call for and examine record of any proceedings in which orders have been passed under Rule 34, 42, 43 by the Tahsildar or the sub-collector as case may be in respect of any government land, my lord. Here, my lord, the ROR was published under section OCSPFL Act, my lord. So they should have filed a revision case or a civil suit. Without filing that revision case or civil suit, there
was passed under section 22.
No, my lord, 13(4), my lord, OCSPFL Act, my lord.
PFL Act.
My lord.
So 13(2).
My lord.
Their appeal lies.
Appeal lies. No, my lord, there's a revision. No, my lord, the revision is.
Okay, let us entertain the matter. Examine.
My lords.
Examine from the point of view he is raising.
Lordship.
Okay, if a statutory remedy of appeal already available under a statute, can you prefer a revision under different statute involving self-same land?
Lordship.
Instead of preferring a remedy of appeal
Under the same statute.
Probably I have a judgment on that.
My lords.
Once there is a statutory forum, you can't skip the forum and avail under a different forum. Achi, the judgment?
No, I am not.
Kahin, khojleni? Right. The sole ground of challenge to the impugned order annexure 7 appears to be when there is statutory remedy of appeal under the OCS PFL Act.
No, my lord, revision.
Sorry, revision. Under the OCS PFL Act.
No, my lord,
for an
under the
exercise already.
no, my lord, under the Survey Settlement Act.
No, revision ta kuthre achi?
Survey Settlement Act, because the ROR was
Eita to korchendi survey settlement.
no, my lord, ROR was published under section 13, subsection 4 of OCS PFL Act. So that
there a revision against that.
a revision against the 15B of Odisha Survey Settlement Act.
Revision provision having been available under the OSS Act. Proceeding under section 42A of OSS Rules 1962 is not entertainable. This court finds a prima facie case to be considered. Accordingly, direct issuing notice accordingly portable, LCRB called for. Counter if any be filed. Counter it a revision against the instruction if any may also be obtained.
All are
in the meantime, there should be status quo in respect of the land, disputed land. Status quo as on date. Miscase disposed.
My lord, connected matter same man.
How would I say?
My lord. Oh, bless me.
Yes, next please.
Item 24.
There is allegation of non-acceptance of a demarcation application being placed by petitioner appearing at page 10 of the brief. Considering innocuous prayer and the authorities have a statutory duty to undertake the required exercise involved in such application. This court in the disposal of writ application observes, in the event petitioner retenders such application, same shall be accepted by the concerned Tahsildar and will be given a lawful disposal after affording opportunity to the petitioner as well as to the party likely to be affected. With this observation, the proceedings stand closed.
Item 25.
Item 25 means a matter means the petitioner company purchased the property means by the annexure 1 means. Then means petitioner company comprised of 2 means board of directors. One the representative 99.5%, another a doctor 0.5% because they have to run a means pharmacy means the pharma units. Earlier they purchased the property from the Apollo who was operating this. So property purchase is the name of the company. Then company made a resolution, kind of glance to page 24.
4-4.
2-4.
2-4.
And except 2 minus.
Yes.
Company resolved, I am to deal with the property in the manner I decided. I may read it. Pursuant to the provision of such act, as amended and other applicable provision, if any, the board is hereby authorized to its existing director, Mistress Nisi Priyadarshini, to take any decision for use for the of the property which is are purchased, registered today on 31st March 2021 from Specimen Holdings Limited, movable and immovable properties situated in Mauja such and such, that is for disposal of the land. So I am authorized to deal with the property by the resolution of the company. On the basis of which, my lords, I entered into an agreement with the previous owner on lease condition matters. That 5 years lease on condition.
What is the difficulty?
Difficulties is that matter. The company, my director, another director, in the name of the company, without any resolution, filed an application for license to operate the unit. I kind of a glance to annexure
That has
7.
been rejected.
No, annexure 7. He applied for having 0.5%, and this has been allowed in his favor. In the name of my company, without any resolution, you are allowing it, in spite
Then
of
who is
objection
this
5.
Bharat Ramesh Chandra.
Bharat Ramesh Chandra.
Who is this man?
He is one of the director having 0.5% share.
Oh, it has been, license has been issued in his name.
No,
You
yes.
made him a party here.
Yes, madam. You made him a party.
Then you take notice, license is already issued. What interim order you expect?
Because I pray, my lords, think is that the property is there. I leased out the property in favor of third party. Now question is that by virtue of this license, I raised objection. In respect of that, the most peculiar is that the CDMO dealt to it. Well, I'm placing my one paragraph. I actually appreciate it. Annexure 6, page 48. Page 48. That is the letter minus rejecting my application. Minus last portion. To the above issue, the government pleader has furnished his views as follows. Government pleader says that the lease deed is void. I don't understand.
That's right. Let us examine then.
We will examine.
What interim order you?
Only my humble prayer, I'm very conscious of the position because this order has been issued, the license has been issued. But think is that they should not use that property. By virtue of this, they should not disturb the position of my property, specifically stated in paragraph 4, my lords.
But nonetheless, a license has been granted.
Granted, but fact remains the license.
So then what he will do with the license?
So let him, fact remains, my lord, kind of a glance to the license. Again, my lords, may I pray, my lords, kind of a glance to page 50. That does not refer to any property. Thing is that now they will come. I have already leased out the property in favor of others. So there would be a dispute. In the meanwhile, my lord filed FIR and I have been brought behind the bar.
Then in that event, why don't you go for injunction in a?
That injunction portion that will
therefore, if you that will, in civil court, it is
that
all
will
right.
be in respect of that.
Now, as appears a
Here I have a
property,
limit.
now as appears a property dispute created.
That is there, my lords. I have already gone. That is there. But fact remains here in this case, using license. Let him not use license in respect of my premises.
License is already there. If I stall the license now,
no, I don't want to. Suppose, my lords, he will take that license. He will operate some.
Please say his operation by virtue of annexation will be subject to outcome.
That is not my problem. Is not the problem. Is that let them not involve my property, the property. Let them not involve the property.
So third party creation.
No, not third party. Let them not use the property by virtue of annexation. This is my prayer. If you will run it, you run the unit adjoining any property, I don't stand in the way. Because ultimately, if you will be doing something, we will be in trouble. Because I am 99.5% stakeholder. That is what I am consciously I have made the prayer, interim prayer.
At the submission of PSU file counter, let notice go, because it's a maybe again coming back, Mr. Mahapatra. Is it not a private dispute?
But private dispute right was not accruing. The private person, I have no objection. If any
he has a right now.
But fact remains
because of the license.
Because of he gets this right because of the license issued by opposite part number 3 conniving.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Conniving.
But now it is a transaction between private parties.
No, I am not on there. Let them not use the license in respect of my property, scheduled property.
Let use for you.
That
you have to go for injunction, Mr. Mahapatra.
Injunction, so far this license is concerned, injunction will not lie, my lord.
No, license may not be stalled. If the question is your possession should be protected or not?
Possession should be protected.
Then where?
That will be there, my lord.
It is a private party encroaching.
Only thing is that because of this
foundation may be annexure 7.
Yes, my lord. That rightly, my lord, now appreciated.
But are we
my only humble prayer
is not entering into a civil dispute?
I don't want my lords to enter the dispute. I will carve out my remedy there, my lords. I will have a carved out. I will carve out. Only thing is that they would misuse that license in respect of my property. That to that extent I need my lords.
License is only to operate.
Operate. Then my lords, what you will do? You will go enter and operate.
And that too. Oh, plot upar heichi.
Plot say plot mori plot upar. So annexure deli ta pachhar juta annexure 6 re deal karike annexure 7 ne license issue kardala.
Annexure 6.
Annexure 6 रे जो प्रॉपर्टी टा किणाई देला से प्रॉपर्टी को मीन करके दे देला 31/3/2021 means last post D para D.
No property mentioned here, my lord, Annexure 7.
I'm telling that
Again, it is a-
31/3/2021 this is the deed I enclosed.
Then that the Annexure 6 is separate, my lord.
Annexure 6 is the order of the CDMO. There he has taken opinion in respect of this particular property purchased on 30/3/2021, which is Annexure 1, my lords. Then my lords, government leader declared this property deed void.
Had issue notice on the question of admission. To examine the validity in issuing the order at Annexure 7 in favor of party not being the owner of the property involved therein. No, notice according to Kariba, in this case, notice as above one said. Till next date, issuing Annexure 7 may not be construed to be a property right in favor of the license holder involving the property schedule court.
Schedule paragraph 4 of the writ petition, my lord.
Paragraph
4 of the writ petition.
4 of the read.
Yes.
Okay, paragraph 4 read to Nava. Yes. But in the meantime, better, Mr. Mahapatra, you get an injunction there.
Now, my lords, in view of the fact that
And that may be again a foundation for cancellation of the license.
that is there, but I will what happened? This was standing in my way to get an injunction because they will show that court will go, the prime court will say.
No, this can't be construed to be ownership with
Yes, yes.
this party. Yes.
Around 26.
Your lordship may kindly turn to page 9. My lord's order.
Yes.
As an interim measure, it is directed that if there is no finality on the aspect of location of serial number 1148 in terms of
This
the
was passed
advertisement.
when?
This was passed, my lord, on
2/11.
2/11.
What is the cause of action?
Now cause of action is I inform them. Still then the authorities have issued NOC in their favor. NOC issue kala after getting the NOC ta motte to milibani NOC third party ko
Where is
diya.
the averment that the NOC has been issued after communication?
Yes, my lord, I have stated.
First they have to, when did you communicate this order?
Yes, my lord, your lordship may kindly turn to page 10. 2/12/2022.
Yes, page 10, you are communicating to General Manager IOL.
Yes.
It was communicated on
2/12/2022.
2/12.
By registered post. Then again, my lord, on 2012 to the inspector Biden. Of course, he is not a necessary party here. My lord, then I communicated.
1 minute. The pleading when it was issued.
My lord, my pleading is that they are now making construction. Because unless they get a NOC, they cannot make
That
construction.
interim order is continuing.
Yes, my lord. And I brought information under the RTI from the Tahsildar Biden. He states that it is not in the same location which is advertised.
They may come, they and say, all right, you take notice, let us
My
see.
lord.
They may now come and say that by the time interim order was there was development.
My lord, they have not filed counter as yet in the writ petition, though notice your lordship had issued in the writ petition.
Notice.
My lord, the interim order may be extended in the writ petition connected.
The read list नहीं.
At least writ sangere asche sub item
Read sangere asuchi. All right, read रे करते. Interim order stand extended till next day. It a reader pass over.
Item 27.
May I please, my lord? I'm appealing to VC, my lord.
Past contempt.
Hard contempt.
Past contempt. Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, all right.
Item 28.
May I please, your lordship? Yes, my lord. Unfortunate widow, your lordship, before your lordship, and despite of repeated orders passed by my lords, they have lastly, they are successful in demolishing.
Item 28, I have instruction to appear for the opposite party. Let me serve a copy.
I am serving, my lord. Kindly have a glance at the conduct. At least my further protection.
से appear କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ opportunity ଦବା ନା ନାହିଁ?
Yes, yes, my lord.
ସେ ତ ହସେଇ ପଶିଗଲେଣି କୋର୍ଟ ଭିତରେ।
ମୁଁ
ମୁଁ ନୋଟିସ କରିଥାନ୍ତି ସେ କହିଲେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ ଆସିଗଲିଣି ବାନ୍ଧନ୍ତୁ।
Your lordship, take up this
କପିଟା
matter
ଦେଇ
anyway.
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆର ସପ୍ତାହରେ ଶୁଣିଦବା।
I am giving.
ହଁ, right.
At least
That is
let my land
volunteering
senior
appearance by the
assure.
contender through Sri Sarada Prasad Sarangi, advocate and his associates. Let one copy of the कहाँ पे appear करिवे आपण?
One.
ये cost title नाम देखांदो।
One is Commissioner BNC.
Commissioner.
And other two are his officers.
आपण appear करिवे 3 ପାଇଁ?
No, one time.
Commissioner BMC.
These 2 by 3 have demolished.
Right now, I have instruction to appear for one, but I may appear for all 3.
Okay, ताल 3 copies दे दियंदो।
I'll serve.
Let there be for volunteering in appearance by contemners, all the contemners through Sri Sarangi. Let there be service of 3 copies. Place the matter 2 weeks after.
My lord, widow, my lord, his her residential house, Sthitiban property. ତିନିଟା order ଥିଲା sir. ଆଉ ପୁଣି ଭାଙ୍ଗି ଦେବେ ମତେ ସେଇତିକି ଭୟ।
ହଁ ଏଥିରେ interim order pass କରିବି?
Yes, there are repeated orders.
Contemporary interim order?
No, I am not saying contemporary interim order. So 2 week nine next week asu.
ତାହେଲେ writ ଆସୁ?
Writ is there. Writ is pending. They are taking adjournments.
କୋଉଠି list ହେଇଛି?
ଆସିନି ସେଇଟା ଆସିବା।
ତାହେଲେ
let it
air
come
pass କରିବା order। ଆଣନ୍ତୁ writ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ। Amendment ଆଣନ୍ତୁ କି କଣ ସେଥିରେ miscase?
Unless your lordship direct, that is pending. That matter is
Mr. Mishra,
let it come along with that.
There today listed.
Let it come along with that.
ମୁଁ କେମିତି କହିବି?
Your lordship.
ତାହେଲେ ଏଇଟା ଦେବେନି notice?
ଏଇଟା ବି notice ନଉଛି
ଏଇଟା notice ଦେଲେ ତ ସରିଗଲା ଏଇଟା ପଳେଇଲା ଆଉ କମ ଏଇଟା ଆସିବ ତା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ କହିବି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଏଇଟା କେତେ ସେ 2 ସପ୍ତାହ ପରେ ଆସିବ?
ନାଇଁ next week ଆସିବ।
ହରି?
ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ସର।
For orders item 29.
May please, Your Lordship. On item 29, though notice has been issued to the respondent number 1 on 2 occasions by registered post, and I have tried to serve him. The respondent number 1 is avoiding the notice. I filed the affidavit before the trial court and before the appellate court. The respondent number 1 is contesting with the same address along with the respondent number 2. Respondent number 2 is the advocate and brother of the respondent number 1.
Affidavit file କରିଛନ୍ତି?
First, against the preliminary decree, this present appeal has been filed. During pendency of this present restoration application, final decree has been passed.
Who has filed this transposition application?
Transposition in the appeal method. In the appeal method, not in the CM appeal.
ଏଇଠି କାଇଁ ଆସିଛି?
ସେ ଯେହେତୁ appeal ଅଛି ସେ noting ଟା ଅଛି ଆଗ restoration ହେଲେ
IA 98 of 21 be listed.
That will be considered only after restoration.
Be listed to be placed in the appropriate petition, appropriate application. Meaning thereby RFA 92 by 2006. Yes, बाकी ରହିଲା notice on limitation.
Limitation and
ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ jointness ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
I guess
Mr. ଧଳ କାହା ପାଇଁ appear କରୁଛନ୍ତି?
Opinion number 2 lords.
Other opposite parties ପାଇଁ।
Other opposite
both are contested in the trial.
5-6 ର complete କରିଦଉଛି notice। 5-6 ଆପଣଙ୍କ related ନୁହନ୍ତି?
No, only this opinion number 1 is the brother of this opinion number 2 lords. So others.
Who are 5 and 6?
1 and 2 is the contesting party.
Contest RFA ରେ କାହା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଅଛି?
1 and 2.
1 and 2 lords.
1 and 2.
He is already appearing.
2 appeared for 1. The 1 is avoiding. 1 brother appeared before this court in this restoration petition. In appeal, both jointly filed power.
Restore କରିଦଉଛି RFA.
My lord.
Restore କରିଦଉଛି RFA ଟାକୁ।
So limitation is the lordship.
limitation kete din?
Around 500 days.
500 days.
Oh,
only?
2019 रे appeal thereafter
Only 500 days.
COVID period.
But a right to appeal can it be taken away? You will be provided with sufficient cost.
So Lordship, because it will be
Yes.
it will be remanded to this because in view of this ये appeal टा मतलब remand हम
এটা transfer হবে
transfer आगे है इशू
sub judge against
नहीं appeal टा ମୁଁ ଶୁଣି
नहीं
ପାରିବିନି ନା
नहीं
dismiss for
restore ଟା ହେଲେ
non-prosecution କରିଦେଇଛି ବୋଲି ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଆସିଛି
yes restore
ଏଟା ମୁଁ ଅର୍ଡର କଲେ ପୁଣି without jurisdiction ହେଇଯିବ
yes
ତେଣୁ ଆଗ limitation ଟାକୁ condone କରିବା
ଆଜ୍ଞା ତାପରେ
undisputedly the contest remain between the appellant and respondent 1 and 2. There is already appearance on behalf of the opposite parties 1 and 2 herein. Considering there is delay of 500 days, while also keeping in view that statutory right of appeal cannot be taken away on technical grounds, this court is inclined to condone the delay, however, subject to payment of cost of rupees 5,000 to be paid to the counsel for the opposite party 1 and 2 herein. How many days?
Within 2 weeks, minute.
As undertaken within 2 weeks.
Within 1 week,
Within 1 week.
नहीं
Place the CMAPL immediately after. Receipt of payment of the cost is being filed.
मतलब डेट में भी फिक्स्ड है डेट में भी फिक्स्ड
Pardon?
डेट में भी फिक्स्ड मिनट
हाँ जे आपण 7 दिन रे देबे तो
आज्ञा में आज्ञा
7 दिन रे देले आज 11 18 18 हेले 24 रे
आज्ञा
Further affidavit filed in the CMAPL be kept on record.
Item 30.
Your Lordship, I have filed the stay vacation petition, Your Lordship. I am the opposite party.
My
And I
lordship,
have filed the stay vacation.
Vacation of stay I don't allow.
My lord.
Unless there is final hearing.
But actually, in a final decree proceeding, preliminary decree followed by a final decree.
Kanti, आपण तो opposite.
my lordship, I beg your leave to appear virtually due to some health issues, my lord.
So you come forward for final hearing.
My lord, I'm ready to come forward for a final hearing. Also, the petition, I just received a copy of the petition very late night yesterday for the vacation of stay.
So you want instruction
I need time for
on the IA, on the IA. But
On the
I don't entertain such applications. Only it has to continue till finality of the proceeding. At the submission of respective counsels on the IA 7769 of 23, an application for vacation of interim order of status quo. Considering the submission of respective counsel and this court find there has been grant of interim order by way of status quo in respect of the property involved. Unless the matter is finally heard, since the matter is already entertained, and unless there is finality to such adjudication, there can't be vacation of the status quo order. In the process, this court is declined to entertain IA 7769 of 23, which is rejected hereby. Interim order earlier granted.
But date may be fixed, Your Lordship. Because date may be fixed because by virtue of the decree, Your Lordship, you can as a
matter. Why was it fixed for the
date may be fixed so that during
matter may be listed on
before Your Lordship, before Your Lordship.
Matter may be listed
During your
taking consent of assigned bench on 18th of September. Yes. Next.
Item 31.
No, bro. Item 31, I have filed an application for amendment. Your Lordship,
Any
can you see-
objection?
No, Your Lordship, can you see order dated 24/4/2023. In this writ application, I have challenged the order passed by the revisional
अरे अब
authority.
objection ଅଛି କି ପଚାରିବା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ନଥିବ allow କରିଦବା କାହିଁ ଏତେ ପରିଶ୍ରମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଟେଷ୍ଟ ମ୍ୟାଚ୍ ରେ କହିବେ 2020 ଭଳିଆ ଖେଳିବି ହବ କେମିତି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତ ହାରିଗଲା ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଜାଣୁଛନ୍ତି ତ ୱାର୍ଲଡ କପ୍ ରେ application for amendment involving development pending the writ application hearing. Considering the rival submission, this court is inclined to allow such application. Let there be filing of amended writ petition as undertaken by Monday,
Already I have filed, my lord.
which as stated.
This
There
is
is
the
already filing of amended. Kain am pakere achi?
file is
Mo pakere to nai.
consolidated already filed for the. I will verify, my lord. I have already.
Yes, record. 7 din bhitar as undertaken by next Monday. We service of copy on receipt of amended copy of writ application. It may be open to the opposite parties to bring their further counter affidavit within 2 weeks.
Your lordship kindly see the order dated 24/4/2023. Your lordship's order. When I have challenged the order of the Learned Revenue Official RDC, your lordship has directed to confine whether you will challenge or they have already blocked the ingress and outgress of my road. That's why this amendment brought to this honorable court, my lord.
Admission पे आसिबो तो
Admit
ହେଇନି
ना admit ହେଇନି
admit ହେଲେ counter କଥା କାଟି ଦିଅ
Your lordship
ଖାଲି
asked
amendment
to-
allow ହେଲା Monday ସୁଦ୍ଧା file କରିବେ place the matter on next Wednesday for admission.
Oh, black.
For admission item 32.
Item 32. Your lordship may not hear this matter, page 18, your lordship may kindly. It has to go to some other page.
Matter be placed before any other judge after taking consent of Honorable Chief Justice.
Item 33.
For the last occasion, Mr.
Ready for hearing?
Ready for hearing. Your lordship directed if they do not want to take widen the road, they should leave it, grant me permission. The Works Department is supposed to file an affidavit. Your lordship directed last time. No,
Lords, they've sought for some more time, your lordship, because there has been an internal issue with as per the jurisdiction.
When you bring your counter.
Lords, I have, counter has already been filed, your lordship.
No, GA department has not filed, he says.
GA department need not file counter.
No. Is there
Works
in the routing
department
already?
only.
There is already order, he says.
My lords, to the works department, I have instruction that there is no acquisition process as such. In fact, the development authority have filed a counter, your lordship may kindly see that.
Who is appearing for development authority?
Mr. Mahapatra was appearing.
Dayananda is appearing.
ସମସ୍ତେ ଆସନ୍ତୁ Mr. Mahapatra. Yes, now ball is in your court.
So may I submit one thing, my lord? Last time my lord directed, because we have written a letter to the Works Department, and the Works Department should make a party and they should say categorically whether they are referring to acquire it or
Now,
not.
Works Department, you are appearing.
Yes.
My lords.
You have filed your counter.
Lordship, we have filed on behalf of opposite party number 5.
5 means housing.
That
and
is the housing and
Housing and urban development department is not.
Lordship, may kindly have a glance to the counter, page 25 only, just for a moment. What is the acquisition process that is as per the rules that has been amended, your lordship?
Page 25.
Page 25, annexure D/5 to the counter affidavit
Page
filed by
25 running page never na car counter.
counter affidavit filed by the opposite party number 5, your lordship.
Aye.
My lordship.
B/5.
There are so many counters.
That is annexure, lordship, D/5.
Oh, sorry, there is so many counters. So you start it by page 66 is counter of OP number 5.
Lordship.
There are multiple counters here, all paginated. This is for final hearing. Nobody is taking care of that.
The final hearing should be done. If they do not want to file affidavit, there is a fix for final hearing, dispose of the matter.
So that's what I'm driving at.
Yes.
That's what I'm driving at. Are you all ready?
Yes, we are ready, sir.
Argue karandu.
Oh.
Argue. There is already an order for filing. Mr. Misra, there is already an order for bringing an affidavit of the Works Department.
Lordship.
So if you argue in absence of that, then you are in
No,
trouble.
no. If Works
I don't
Department should come up with a plea, Works Department, because you have written request to the Works Department because it is widening of the road.
What is happening is he is banking on counter of OP number 5.
That true.
So that may not work.
No, there only, I understand my
OP number
lordship.
5 is Housing Urban Development Department, not Works Department.
That's
No, but
right.
the point of
Better
law,
bring a small affidavit.
I'll bring it. Lordship may call it next week, I'll bring a
Ah,
small.
yes. Next Tuesday. Press the matter on next Tuesday. In the meantime, let Works Department bring short affidavit. Responding to the call involved therein. Yeah, you may bank on that.
My lordship.
No dispute, but bring your affidavit so that you are not further alleging. It is Bhadakina read appeal पढ़ोगे.
Again.
हमको opportunity नहीं, हमें counter file करो.
If Fajil part number 3 will say, of the Works Department will say
Any
that I am not
interim
going to,
order
accept, we are bound to give permission.
Mr.
We are
Senior
bound to give permission.
Mr. Mr. Senior Mr. Any interim order there?
The interim order किसी नहीं.
Which is not.
But now he is rightly said, if the Works Department says that they do not want to take the land, then.
We are bound to give permission.
That affidavit can't.
But
He is saying, reading through the counter affidavit of somebody else.
Yes, that's right.
So let Works Department file affidavit
Correct.
that yes, there is already averment, we bank on that.
Right.
Then it closes the
No,
matter.
in fact, I was pointing towards a notification of the BDA itself,
Absolutely.
where they have stated which way the, that will be acquired, your lordship.
No, there
Because-
must be communication gap between the departments.
My lords.
Therefore, let us not be hurry.
Lordship.
Bring an affidavit, I'll close on that.
My learned friend submits that. In the meanwhile, TDR rule has come, transferable development right rule. But my learned friend says that if acquisition would be there, then they can avail that. Now, let us first take a decision whether we are going to acquire or not.
Yes.
If there is no acquisition, then the
That's right.
continuance of.
That closes once they file affidavit that there is no acquisition.
It's not right, final, then TDR or all these things will be approved.
That's right.
Wait till next Tuesday. Bring affidavit. Yeah.
Item 34.
Just 1 minute. ୟା ଭିତରେ ଏଇଟା କଣ କିଛି
34
what urgency in this matter?
Matter the person has been declared as anti-social history sister without following any procedure of law. Simple, they are formally communicated everywhere. I am an anti-social history sister. Neither the rule 357 has been followed, nor any recommendation from the authority or any decision of the superintendent of police.
What is the provision of law in declaring
The law
a person antisocial?
to declare an anti-social history sister, the rule 357 under police manual is rule 357 of Orissa police rules has been provided. The rule
Achhi, where do we find that rule?
that is Orissa police rule.
ଆରେ ୟା ଦେହରେ କିଛି enclose କରିଛନ୍ତି କି?
I have filed the written
କୋଉ
note.
volume ରେ ଅଛି କୁହନ୍ତୁ ନହେଲେ।
Malad,
କୋଉ volume ରେ ଅଛି?
Orissa police rules. 350. Malad, there are two kinds of of the provision to prepare to project a person as an anti-social history sitter. One is that if the person is convicted and are subsequently convicted, automatically anti-social history sitter has to be opened. If the person
ବାରମ୍ବାର ଧର୍ମ ଅର୍ଜନ ଯଦି କରିଥିବେ ତାହେଲେ ତାଙ୍କୁ
anti-social history sitter can't. If the person is a suspicious person or any pending cases pending,
What is your case? You have
I
not
am
been
not a
never
convicted
been
person. I am not a convicted person.
Well, how are you affected by this?
By virtue of my right to my reputation has been lost, my social prestige has been lost by declaring me as an anti-social history sitter. There is a modality to maintain the anti-social history sitter in the police station. The first modality, the concerned police station house of.
Probably I have a judgment on this.
Well, I got the
On
filed
this
judgment
issue,
of
I have-
different high courts.
You
The
can't
region
simply
has,
declare a person antisocial in absence of any
but
thorough examination on his conviction or involvement, repeated committing of similar offences.
that is also I have filed the written note.
Judgment time.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ judgment ପାଇନି।
Lordship, in fact, rule 357 also specifies that when a person, even if he's only suspected of committing crimes,
ସେ ବି ଅଛି ଜଣଙ୍କ
Lordship.
ନାଁରେ ଯଦି ବାରମ୍ବାର କମ୍ପ୍ଲେନ ବି ଆସୁଥିବ ଏ ଲୋକଟା ଏଇ ଧଳା ଜହରରେ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ଅଛି କନଭିକ୍ସନ
Lordship.
ନେଇ ନଥାଇ ପାରେ
Lordship, here there are 11 upwards to 11 cases pending against the petitioner, your lordship. He has in fact
Only-
been charged,
only.
my lords.
why don't you allow to have one more so that doesn't his
That is totally dependent on the
That is
petitioner.
also wrong statement of my friend.
they have indicated in the counter affidavit
In
7
your
cases.
counter, you have indicated all these.
7 cases.
Lordship,
Out of
all the
7
cases
cases,
have
they
been
have
independent.
disclosed 1 case is wrongly included.
What do you propose? You will keep this requisition pending or you will take a order against you?
Malad,
You will keep this requisition pending or you will take a order against you?
I
11টা মাত্র কেস ଅଛି।
na 11 case nahi again. That is false
ଆପଣ
statement.
ରିଜେଣ୍ଡର ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେଭଳି
I mean, I have filed rejoinder appellate.
କରିଛନ୍ତି?
Again. ତାଙ୍କର 11 case again nahi. They have only disclosed in their counter affidavit mallet.
Come to his counter.
Again. In the counter affidavit in
ଆଗ
paper.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ
Na
requisition
agar
ରେ
case
କିଛି
se bas 7 case bhi
Total 7 cases, your lordship. I apologize. Seven numbers of cases.
para
7 numbers of cases, your lordship.
of the counter.
No, the total 7 numbers of cases have been filed against the petitioner, out of which he has been charge sheeted in 3 cases. Rule 357 clearly stipulates that even if he is suspected of under the direction of the superintendent.
Go to that para.
counter affidavit para
Oh,
3.
1 minute, Mr. Sarpati.
Page number 2 of the counter affidavit, your
Just
lordship.
one.
Para
Mr.
4 they
Sarpati, first you come to your pleadings that you have no case or no conviction.
malad their case also.
No, no. ଆପଣଙ୍କ କେସ୍ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଆପଣଙ୍କର pleading କଣ? You have no case at all or even if some cases are there, these are false cases, there is no conviction.
No conviction.
No paragraph. ଆଉ ଖୋଜିଲେ ହବ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ରେଡି ହେଇକି ଆସିବେ ନା ଆଉ ରଷିଆ ଯେମିତି ବୋମା ଗଦେଇ ଦଉଛି ୟୁକ୍ରେନ ଉପରେ।
The cases, the superintendent has been given.
That the rule is clear.
My lords.
Not
Clear. Therefore, I am just interested to know what is his argument at all.
My lord.
Rule 357 is very clear. Even if case is pending, also can give a declaration.
Lordship.
So therefore, let him come to his plea. Ready, Nandi?
Again? File करते return to file. Their case also I have not been completed. Convicted and anywhere. And a written note of submission I have
Pending thou better.
Again?
Pending thou better.
Their case also in mind. I have disclosed my letter. Again, next week my letter.
ये matter urgent कौन अच्छी?
Again, without any basis, they have not filed a single document.
तो वो आपको अपेक्षा करेगी.
Again.
अपन assume the hearing time.
Again.
You should have taken straightway to me to particular paragraph. So this is my argument. अपन पूरा इटे खोजुचंती 3 मिनिट हेलानी कौन इथे कोन हियरिंग वे
जेहेतु
that's not real sir.
My beg apology. Beg apology well. It is their cases that I have not convicted. The case be no
Rule says if you have number of cases pending, there can be a declaration.
Tasker case be no.
Don't struggle now.
Next week, next week, the person has been wrongly projected next week. Any date next week.
Yes, Mr.
Councils
Councils hereafter any urgent case which cannot wait till next week.
The next item is by matter I am appearing for opposite party number 5.
Now, unless there is severe urgency.
Yes, but what
I will not hear.
My lord, why my lord I am saying so?
36 पढ़ेगा अन्य court को. I am not hearing the other side counsel. 36 go to
35.
I am not hearing the counsel for opposite party. 35 कौन urgency Mr. कानून को?
35 actually.
There's an interim order in our favor.
Okay.
My lord,
May I,
actually, Mr. Malak, he wants the matter to be heard. Let it come up.
Supuni, away from.
I am sorry, sir. Well, he wants the matter to be heard. More interim order, more favor. Mr. Prasath is not well.
What has happened in the present case, my lord? They have obtained an order of stay. He is the owner of a petrol pump, my lord. I have by your.
आपन को सुनानी करी भी दी जन जाक मोर गोटे क्वेरी रो आंसर देला परे शुणु बर्तमान मो क्वेरी I want information who is the first lady lawyer in the country. The date of enrollment of the first woman lawyer in the country and first woman lawyer in the state. And third is first the judgment in a case owned by Madhusudan Das, late Madhusudan Das, giving a right in favor of women to practice in courts of law. ये तीनटा दियंतु आंसर केते शीघ्र देबे कोंतु सेफ्टी लिस्ट गोटे वीक एबे साइंस दे देबे नहीं साइंस दे परिबे आई वांट कंक्रीट इंफॉर्मेशन आई एम राइटिंग
जी ताको नार फर्स्ट वुमन advocate practice Cornelia Sorab ji Cornelia Sorab ji ताको ना
गोटे स्लिप रे लिखि देबे नो एनरोलमेंट नंबर दरकार मते स्टेट एंड एनरोलमेंट नंबर
सोराब जी माने बॉम्बे है
नहीं हम ओडिशा रो
आनंद मते
ना ओडिशा रो
से केस लॉट भी देबे
country
the case lot of because there is a huge discussion women disparity gender disparity my thinking is yes truly ame conservative family thile India re so women were not coming to practice women were not given education even घरे गाँ रे झीटे थिला पाठ भी पढ़ा हो नथला वो पिलाटा पाठ पढ़ुतला चाकरी करतला बाहा करतले सो वकील आसु नथले but of late maybe I am not sure whether the rule was prevailing for Orissa or all over India not to allow women to be registered as lawyer. So that came for the first time. Barrister Madhusudan Das argued a case in Calcutta High Court and got a judgment.
My lord, I was just
Then
saying,
the first woman enrollment started.
I was just saying, my lord, because I have got the note because I had.
आरो सप्ताह रे केस आणुची ए भीतर मते तक दियंतु
ना अपन डे आफ्टर टुमोरो आस्ती को दे दे
डे आफ्टर टुमोरो हबनी शुक्रवार गुरुवार
शुक्रवार
शुक्रवार बहुत केस लोड तारो शुक्रवार हे परिबो
Monday, your lordship, because
आरो ट्यूसडे आसु आज ट्यूसडे आरो ट्यूसडे आसु आरो ट्यूसडे भीतर मते गोटा डिटेल्स देबे
I was preparing a talk on this ballot.
मोर कहबा कथा एटा इश्यू हबा कथा नो if you say if you claim there is diversity in gender then you are wrong and you are diminishing the prestige of the woman.
The woman was
आदि भीतर बोधे 120 जज हाई कोर्ट रही गलेनी
some Hazra Sudhanshu Bala Hazra, the first lady lawyer who was not allowed to do practice, I think in the year 1936, late Madhusudan.
That's not the case.
Yes, fought the case.
More impression कहीं तांको भौणी बोली.
तांको भौणी. तांको भौणी.
हाँ yes.
निजम भौणी.
तांको third
जियो ना भौणी. जियो तांको जियो.
Sorry third जियो.
Third जियो.
रमादेवी साढ़े वाला ये ला हजरा.
Adopted daughter.
हाँ बस. ये मते details दियो. ता परे अपन को सुनी. Interim order to continue.
That I was preparing for Lawyers' Day speech.
But the 37 year lordship not here. 36 deeply. 36
36 other bench ku jibo mu sununi other side counsel.
Your lordship 38 the petitioner pension amount has been stopped your lordship.
38 ta tale gote suno 38 ta ku rakhi dio third शुक्रवार को 23 रे अछि. Third शुक्रवार आसीबो.
My lord 37 item 37
39 कोन urgency
37 39 my lord the lordship will remember that title was declared by Honorable Chief Justice G.K. Mishra and thereafter there was another judgment of this Honorable Court and it is your lordship has directed the state council to obtain instruction but it is not necessary because it order will speak for itself because there is question. My learned friend Mr. Rao is appearing and he is filing counter. Yes, I am
fixing it to a Friday.
Yes, my lord.
Third Friday.
My lord.
A Friday already he jaichi load. Next Friday we load helani. Third Friday load.
My lord.
Let it come along with another repetition. WPC
copy of the repetition.
More Rockilini third Friday.
He has reviewed the copy of the repetition. What is the necessity of getting the
rate? All right, say. हाँ
My lord, item 37.
फ्राइडे करिवा
Friday.
Next Friday, sorry,
Along with
third.
that writ petition ଆସିଗଲେ ଭଲ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା।
ଆଉ ଦିଟା
ଆଉ
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
ଗୋଟେ
ସ୍ଲିପ
writ
ସ୍ଲିପ
petition-
ଲେଖିକି ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
Number to the दिन.
along with so and so
My lord, I am item 37. No,
37 ଟା ହେଲା
37.
ହଁ 37 ଟା କଣ
37, my nursing home has not yet been functioned because of the allegation raised by the OSFC.
23 ମସିହା ମ୍ୟାଟର ଅଛି ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରନ୍ତୁ
May I pray one thing, my lord? Karam, next week I filed my rejoinder yesterday.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯଦି ଯିବ 4th Saturday କୁ 4th Friday କୁ କରିବେ
Okay.
3rd Friday already book ହେଇଗଲା
My lord, my
ସେଇଟା
rejoinder,
4th Friday ଆଣ
my lord, I am
ଆସୁଛି ଏଇଟା 4th Friday ହେଲା 37 so 39 goes 40 କଣ ହେଲା ମିଷ୍ଟର କର
40 my lord.
କାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲମ୍ବା ଗାଉଁ କାଇଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ନାଇଁ କରିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଆଜ୍ଞା
କଂଗ୍ରାଚୁଲେସନ
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ
ଏଇଟା କଣ ପାୱର କି
Item 40, I filed count for person to direction manuals. But there are some mistakes there in so far annexure is concerned. I mean, permitted to withdraw, to refile it, my lord, may be taken up next week.
କେତେ ଦିନରେ ଏଇ ୱିକ୍ ରେ ଫାଇଲ ଓକେ ଶ୍ରୀ ଦୟାନନ୍ଦ ମହାପାତ୍ର learned counsel appearing for the development authority seeks withdrawal of the counter affidavit
In respect of the two sub items.
in respect of 2 sub items କରିବ ଦିଟା sub item ଅଛି ତ
there's another matter
just 1 minute ହେଲା ଏଇ ଦିଟା matter ରେ କରିବ withdraw in order to set the counter in order is permitted to take return of the counter affidavit okay and permitted also to bring in the fresh affidavit counter affidavit as undertaken by Friday সেটা রেকর্ডে থিলে কোন অসুবিধা আছে permitted to drop the counter affidavit and with further permission to bring in fresh counter affidavit by Friday so তিনটা একাটি আসিব
ଆଜ୍ଞା ତିନିଟା
That's same matter.
এটা এই প্রি পজিশন পোস্ট
No,
পজিশন
that is related to auction. They defaulted in payment of the auction amount, that's why it was cancelled.
The lordships were inclined
রাইট তাহলে আসু নেক্সট টিউসডে আসু এটি রুদ্র করঙ্কর সিনিয়র কাউন্সিল লেখিব ହେଲା with Mr. অসিত কুমার দাস
my lord,
ଆପଣ କୋଉ ମ୍ୟାଟର ରେ
the interim orders to continue in all these three cases.
interim order to continue
Obliged, no.
item 39, I am appearing today.
Item?
39.
39
Yes.
ହଁ 39 ରେ ଆପଣ appear କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସବୁ ପଳେଇଲେ ଦେଇ ଦିଅ କା ପାଇଁ appear କରୁଛନ୍ତି
Opposite party number 7.
okay there is fresh appearance ହେଲା by Sri Mahanti Learned Counsel appearing ହେଲା by filing vokalatnama the count vokalatnama filed ଏପଟେ ଜଣେ କି ରହୁନା କି filed we kept on record registry directed to indicate name of counsel appearing for OP number 7 in the next listing এটা ওটা Friday କୁ ଗଲା ଆଜି ସକାଳ 9ଟାରୁ ଆମେ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟରେ there was a serious issue being discussed can we ignore the counsels so ultimately we have arrived in a point to have it in indoor stadium so that we can accommodate everybody এই just ଦିଟା ଅଢେଇଟା ବେଳକୁ ଏଇ ଦିଟା 10 ରେ ସେଇଟା settle କଲା there is a